of the RSPL, and I am here with the guys on commentary duty, the beloved Himzas and Shah. Guys, let's quickly talk about last season, how it went. We saw some surprises, we saw some unsurprising events, and then we saw some disciplinary problems, as well as a lot of other things that happened that made the RSPL really dramatic. Guys, what was the highlight of that event for you, the last tournament?
I was speaking about the Division 2.
We're talking about the RSPL.
Oh, the RSPL. Well, it was the inaugural tourney for the RSL, and it was wonderful, honestly. But for me, the exciting thing was that we got to see what Rivers State, the athletes, the pro athletes in Rivers State are all about. It's actually the first, and in an esports scene, everybody competes in their houses, in different small tournaments. But this was a big, major, big event, a big esports event, and that was the first time. It was actually lovely. I'm so glad for the season 2. I mean, I was most especially excited for the top class gaming that I saw. I mean, this was something that I didn't think we had in our back pocket, but I mean, it's out there for everybody to see now. Rivers State, we've got massive good gamers.
That's really nice. Rivers State has a lot of crazy gamers, and some of them are even coming from other parts of the country. I mean, they're coming from neighboring states and all that. And we've seen an influx of gamers from Bielsa lately. I mean, gamers from Bielsa came in at the RSPL last season. We just had one Bielsa player.
Yep.
Yeah, that was TJ, the Fat Pro. And then when the RSDL rolled around, we saw an influx of Bielsa gamers, wanting to join in the culture, and they did excellently well. But this season in the RSPL, we have, I think, an equal number of Bielsa and Rivers players, and almost an equal number. And these guys are not here to play. So, Himzas, this is now to you. You've seen these guys play. You've watched them play in the RSPL the last season, and then some of them got relegated, went to the RSDL, and they got back for players. Talking about players like El Dorado, and now you've seen the Bielsa boys that are in no way less than these guys. Are you expecting any kind of surprises from this season?
There are definitely going to be lots of surprises as usual. We saw the NDD, the Niger Delta Derby, just that was last week, and we saw how Bielsa took the game to Rivers, and I feel it's just going to be a replica, but this time Rivers players will have gone to do their research and try to get better. So definitely there will be some surprises in this RSPL.
Yeah, I want to correct you there. The Bielsa boys didn't take the game to the Rivers players. They thrashed the Rivers players, and that's like, there's no shame in saying it. I mean, like it was a demolition. I mean, the gap was so wide that I felt like leaving Rivers State to go reside in Bielsa. But it was a wonderful gameplay. I want to shout out to 43 Esports for putting this wonderful showpiece together. But now let's look at the players that have qualified for this season. Chad, you know the players. You know some of the players that have qualified. And what are you particularly expecting? And what is that one player that you're looking at to take home the bag?
Well, just like you said, the Bielsa, the NDD, the Nigerian Delta Derby. I mean, we saw Bielsa against Rivers State, but right about now, there is no home team, there's no away team.
Yeah.
All man for themselves at this point. So, I mean, you're not going to sacrifice your points for your Bielsa brother when you play against here in the RSL. I mean, the RSPL season 2. So, this scene is different from the last one, right? The season 1 was 95 rated, but this time around we've gone ultimate team. Yeah. So it is going to be should I say 2 steps higher now. I mean, the pressure now is hotter than whatever it used to be before. So I'm looking forward to see how these guys are going to thrive in the foot scene. So we saw I think 1 or 2 or 3 of them compete in the Niger Delta Derby, but for others, some persons some persons that totally love the 95 rated. But I mean, to meet up the verified esports standard, we just have to level up. So going forward, for me, I would say 1A1. We didn't see 1A1 there in the NDD, but I'm sure that guy has a lot to show. He's been a foot player all along. He only competed in the 95 rated series because he wanted to be in the esports scene. But that guy, I'm sure he has a lot for us.
Well, what you have a fan already, and I know you have a different player in mind.
Surprisingly, you already said a player that has a
so the commentary guys are backing 1A1 to go home with the crown, but of course I will stay. I'm supposed to stay neutral, but I think I'll still go with the winner of the Division 2 last season. My boy Shocker. You know, definitely I'm rooting for Shocker this tournament, and I'm sure Milia is rooting for another player, and everybody in the studio has their own favorites. But I mean, at the end of the day, may the best athlete win. Want to shout out to 43 Esports again. I mean, they've upped the game this time. You know, every competitor is now using the ultimate team, the foot, like we call it, and you can see that some of these players are at home. You know, under these conditions, they thrive. Like you said, 1A1 thrives under these conditions. He's tested. He's battle tested. I mean, he did battle with the #1 rated player in Nigeria, and I mean, he did really well against Farouk Panzo. And the other players have not gotten that level of exposure. So it's safe to say that 1A1 is the most exposed player in this, you know, right now. Yes. And but that doesn't mean we're writing out some players like Raymond, you know, what's his name?
Another player I won't write off is also Moral. I mean, 95 rated in
Milia will be happy right now. Yes.
The 95 rated scene in the Division 2. I mean, we saw how Moral struggled. I mean, it was up until the last day before he got qualification into the Pro League for the season 2. So, but things turned around when the rival series, the NDG. Mora was something else.
He was a beast.
He was a beast in the FET scene. So I don't know. This might just be
Code Snow as well.
Yes, Code Snow.
How did we forget Code Snow?
I've always had
another player who actually surprised me in the NDD was Eldorado. You know, he's not the usual foot player. He's just the kickoff and 95 with the ball. I think he did perform well. Playing foot for the first time in the NDD, and I think it might surprise us in the RSPL this season.
Surprises everywhere. So, to be honest.
But one player we should watch out for is Code Snow, definitely.
Code Snow, of course. The viewers may be wondering right now who qualified for the RSDL. But I think if you take a look at your screen right now, you could see some of the players, and players like 1A1. Give us a list. I think the viewers want to.
Bright. There were 9 of them actually. Yes. 9 of us in the league will compete. Wow, crazy. This 9, they actually came up from the Division 2, and we've transited from the 95 rated scene into the foot scene. So it's basically Division 2, but Division 2 Pro. Yeah, exactly. So that's what it is.
Yeah. So guys, we shout out to the fans that have stayed with us. What's his name? Hazard Niger has stayed with us. Your own favorite fan, Duru Daniels, has stayed with us. He has, been getting most of his predictions correctly. And the other guys that have been in the comments, and shout out to Gogo Life. I think he's not here right now, but he'll be at home rooting for the members of the Bouncer contingent that rightly came to Rivers State and beat the Rivers boys. And I'm sure that he'll be looking into breaking into the RSL pyramid. And shout out to the RSPL winner from the previous season. Dexter, I am sure you're watching this, and somebody is going to take your crown this season and meet you in the Elite League to compete for that crown as well. So better watch your back. So guys, we will head over to the ads and then to Milia, then we can kick this off. Stay with us and enjoy the very best of esports gaming this side of the Niger. My name is Khan, and this has been Shags and Himzas. See you around.
Welcome once again to the Rivers Skirmish Pro League Season 2, and I remain your favorite girl. Am I? Yes, I am. Milia. Joining me right about now is one of the notable players, athletes from the tournament, Machala. How have you been? Good to have you back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. I mean, I always belong here, so that's all I can say right now.
He always belongs here. Okay, so very quickly, right? You just got back from that very avoidable break, due to a few hiccups from the Division 2 league, right? What do you think you would have made it to this season if that didn't happen?
Obviously, now, come on, would have stopped me. It was, I think, top 10, right? Obviously, I would have made top 10. Everybody knows that. Everyone knows it. Even a newborn baby will tell you that. But what happened. This is what it is.
Okay, so one more question for you. You were here for RSPL season 1, and you were here as an athlete, right? Unfortunately, you relegated, and you are here now as a fan. What are your Okay, as a coach, sorry. Okay, so any notable observations from you? What would you say are the improvements you've noticed? And does it feel different?
Improvements from season 1, right from the first season of the RSPL. I think there's been a lot of positive improvements, like in the streaming, in the setup, and the structure. I think there's room for more, obviously, but progress little by little. You don't expect 100% at the start of anything successful. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay, so shout out to 43 Esports for that very notable improvement. One more question before one last question before I leave. What are your expectations from this league? Who are you rooting for? What are you expecting to see here?
From this league, I'm expecting to see thrills. I'm expecting to be thrilled, expecting to see upsets. I'm expecting to see humiliation rituals as usual. I'm expecting my player Dorado to make top 5. That's something that he should obviously do. It's going to be too easy. I'm expecting this particular player. I don't think he deserves to be here in Daboski, but I don't know. I feel like he's not going. I don't know. I feel like he's not going to make top 5, but let's see if he beats my expectations. That's just about it.
Okay, so you stated that you're expecting to see your player Eldorado make top 5.
Definitely. It's happening.
It's definitely happening. So why the sudden drags on Indaboski? Is it because he came into the Pro League by chance? Would I say by chance? I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, he was quite lucky. You were right. He came in by chance. He didn't merit it. So
you're saying Grace found him?
Yeah, obviously Grace found him. He finished 10th with minus how many points? So I feel like he's not. He was quite good back in his days, but his days is past. You should give it up for the young and good players. Pack it up.
Okay, pack it up. That was I don't know that should serve as a motivation to Indaboski. They've asked you to pack it up, but I don't expect to see you packing it up anytime soon. We're heading right back to the caster standing by. Thank you.
Right, camera is on us now. Good day to you all tuning in. We're back. It's been a long time out. RSPL season 2. My name is Shaq, and you know how we do it. I'm here with my guy Himzas. Have fun. We're here again.
As always, excited to be here once again. Expecting, like Machala said, those thrills, and he's definitely going to give us that.
Yeah, it's funny. He's a big talker. He's already sliming out in Daboski already. Sadly, the live players who qualified for the Pro League season 2. Sadly, Bruce, dropped out. He couldn't, meet up with the requirements. And
that slot was left open. I mean, the only person who could fill that slot, obviously, was the person who finished 10th, and that was Indaboski. In case you're wondering why Indaboski is in the season 2, that is the answer. So yes, we are heading proper into the Rivers Skirmish Pro League season 2. I mean, I'm excited. I'm really excited. What about you?
Of course, I'm excited. Like, this is the first time I'm going to be using the Ultimate Team for the league phase, and we saw a glimpse of it in the Niger Delta Derby last week. And now this one goes on for about 3 weeks, so definitely action. It's going to be action packed for the next 3 weeks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the season 2 is upon us, and yes, we're just going to walk you through a few things you need to know about the Pro League Season 2. On your screens is the match for today. We can see Mr. Morale, who will take on Roland. Roland, this should be his first time in the FUT scene. I don't think he's familiar with this environment. Mr. Morale, who has been wonderful in the FUT. I mean, he just concluded NTD. We saw a different Mr. Morale. What do you think about Mr. Morale going forward? Do you think the NDD was a fluke? I don't think it's a fluke, if you ask me, because this guy played against the best. I mean, the best of Rivers State, and he didn't do so bad. He did really well. What do you think?
Yeah, I think playing FUT for him was more like playing on his home turf. He's probably not so used to the 95 rated, and that's why it looked, you could see the quality there in the RSDL, but it wasn't just clicking. But then again, Niger Delta Derby last week, this guy took us by storm, and you could see basically almost cruising through every match he played against his opponent.
Yeah, we're also seeing Eldorado too there. Eldorado too, who represented Rivers State as the wild card choice. He was also not so bad in the FUT scene. He will be facing off Morale in Morale's second game for the day. Coldest Snow will take on Chuku. I mean, these guys were literally teammates just 2 weeks ago, but right about now they are sworn enemies. I know Coldest Snow is not going to go easy on Chuku. Neither will Chuku go easy on Coldest Snow. But I mean, these two guys, they had an amazing time out in the NDD. Coldest Snow going 4 wins and 1 loss. I think he's the only player who had 4 wins.
Yeah.
My goodness, what a run there in the NDD. He was totally amazing. Chuku too also there. He was good. He was actually, I think he got about 3 wins.
Yeah, he did.
Wow. I mean, so these guys, they are not new to the scene at all. The FUT scene is somewhere where they thrive. Shocker also, the main man who went unbeaten in the Division 2, promoted into the Pro League right about now. Who knows if Shocker is going to get the win, or is he going to stay unbeaten? What do you think? Is he going to have a run just like he did in Division 2?
Well, if there's any player that can go unbeaten once again, it's definitely Shocker. This guy, right from the knockout series for the RSPL, for the RSDL, he finished on 10 points, 3 wins and a draw. Wow. Cruised through the RSDL without a loss, and now he's back again. But this time I feel some players are going to put up better fights. Remember, like I said, it was a 95 rated for the RSDL. But then again, you watch this guy Coldest Snow in the Niger Delta Derby, and you saw that this guy was a different gravy. He was the highest goal scorer in Niger Delta Derby, the highest goal scorer in the RSDL, and then again now he's back for the RSPL. And that's why I feel Shocker, he has the quality to go unbeaten, but then again, it's not there's a possibility that he won't.
Well, there is a possibility that he won't, because this is a different scene. I mean, 95 rated is no more. We are in the UT scene. Before that, we'll just walk you through the rules, particularly for this season 2, the Pro League season 2. As you all know, we've said it times and times over again, we are, in the FUT gameplay right about now, and it's a 9-minute half, right? So these players, the 9 players, were given a budget, right? They were given a 5 million coin budget, to purchase players with which they will use to compete in the FUT scene. And obviously, no evil cards allowed. I mean, it's just straight up players you buy straight up online. And again, also at least 1 Nigerian player to participate in a half.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, we're bringing it down to the home soil. You must have at least 1 Nigerian player in your squad for at least a half.
So, do you have any particular names you think that these guys will be going for to have in their team?
I was watching the FC Pro or the E World Cup.
Yeah.
And you could see most of the pros were using this name Luka Bakio, and I think he plays on the right wing, and
Yeah, he does.
that's a name I would expect to see in the RSPL this season. That Luka Bakio card, I feel is basically one of the best cards you'll see. So I should be expecting that.
Luka Bakio is actually a good item. What I was particularly asking about was the Nigerians.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, for the Nigerians, I'll say the likes of Osimhen, or to a point, there are many Nigerians that you could choose. Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen, Onoachu, and the like. So I really don't know what it's going to be like, but we're going to wait to see. I can tell.
But let me put it to you now: if you were in the Pro League Season 2 and you had to pick a squad, who is that Nigerian that is definitely being in your squad?
All right, Osimhen, because of number one, the animation. He has long legs. He's good in the air, and basically, the striker. He has good shooting and stuff like that. So, but basically because of the animation, because of the long leg, the long strides, which will help in attack. So that's the player I'll choose.
Oh, well, let's take a look at Mr. Morale's draft. You can see there he's playing a 4-4-1-1. 4-5-1, I think.
The 4-4-1-1.
Well, it could be a 4-4-1, it could be a 4-5-1. It depends on how he sets up his attack or his defense. In goal there, you can see the great of the game icon Casillas. He's got Footy Story in the back. There's also Koulibaly in the back. There's team of the season Pubil. There is I think that's Davis. Is back up front. Oh wow, I see the Nigerian card here now. He picked Ademola Lookman, and there's Matthias and Vieira. I mean, he's going for icons in the midfield. And on the right, he's got Inaki Williams. On the left, he's got Rashford, and up front, he's got the legend, great of the game icon, Krauf. What do you think about this squad?
Oh, you could see a very, very stacked squad, and you could see the Nigerian there, Ademola Lookman, staying as the CAM, and is definitely going to be the one pulling those strings in midfield, linking midfield to attack. You also have Johan Cruyff up front, very, very deadly in front of goal. It's quite surprising because most players will literally opt for the likes of Mbappe or Claudia Pina up front, but he's gone for Cruyff.
Well, it depends on his budget.
Yeah, that's true. That's the
budget. They are limited to a 5 million coin budget. So you have to economize and just have to plan your squad properly. Let's assume he takes out Ademola Lookman for the first half. After the first half, who do you think is replacing Ademola Lookman in that camp position?
Yeah, you could see Iniesta there. You could also see Bruno Fernandes on the bench. So these are the two really, really good players who can pull the strings. And you can also see Claudia Pina on the bench as well. So
that's team of the season, Claudia Pina, and surely that should be the player I think should be the striker for him. But again, great of the game Krauf is not actually a bad card if you ask me.
Yeah, it's not. But it's Claudia Pina. Come on, man. Everyone uses her. She has been basically the best card in the FC scene. This FC 26, she's been the best. So you'd have hoped that at least maybe he would use her. But maybe if the need be, he can bring her on in the second half.
He's got lots of reserves, good reserves on the bench. We saw Olise there, there's Fernandez, and then Claudia Pina also. So surely he still has a lot to pull out from that bench. Looking at Roland's draft at the moment, Roland going for the 4-5-1. We see Gil. I think this is the Paraguayan keeper. Yeah, that's Gil, the Paraguayan keeper. I think that's Summer Stars Gil. Also Summer Star Upamecano and Glory Hunter, Koulibaly also. We saw Koulibaly previously in Morale's defense. For the left back and the right back, we have Kiwior, team of the season Kiwior, and there's team of the season Spobil. Yeah, there's that card there, your Luka Bacchio card on the right-hand side. And on the left, we've got Simeone on that left. The midfield, wow, cry for Roland drops to the midfield. And I think that's Milenko Savic.
Milenko Savic, yeah?
Yeah, that's Futis Milenko Savic. And this is the Futis icon. I don't know who this is.
Name this, yeah.
And up front, he has the big. I really can't see who that name is there, but it's actually a Lyon player. In strike.
What's that be a female player?
Yeah, it's a female player, but I'm not seeing any Nigerian on his squad to start with. I think they are seated on the bench, or probably he would, put this player in the starting lineups. Probably. I mean, this is just a pictorial description of how his graph looks like. There is also an icon card, Zidane in the bench. I'm seeing an icon card Drogba too, and there's that Nigerian player for Roland Onuachu. Wow, and Sabari too is in the mix. What do you think about this squad? I think it's a little bit, aggregately, I think it's cheaper than the previous squad I just saw, Immoral squad.
Yeah, you can see the names here are not the usual names you'd expect to see. But then again, these are players who have lots and lots of higher ratings. Most of all the wingers, most of the players in the attack position have a 90+ shooting.
True.
And so I feel it doesn't really matter, as the squad is still really good. So it's up to him to be able to utilize the players he has on the pitch.
I mean, this is actually we've not seen. I don't know if he has been practicing. Surely, definitely, he must have been practicing with this squad. But this is Roland's first time out. I think if we interviewed him, he will tell you the same thing. This is his first time out in the FUT scene. So, what are your hopes for him? I know he actually did surprise you in the Division 2, the 95 rated team, but here in the FUT scene, do you think he stands a chance in the Pro League season 2?
Well, he's the kind of player that enjoys the chaos. He will try to make you play play to his tune, and he'll be looking to that against someone like Mr. Morale. And once stuff like this happens, the other player always tends to lose composure and just go along with the flow of the game. So I don't expect to see anything different. Just the more overpowered cards now, and maybe could probably help him in front of goal.
It's a 9-minute half, and it's going to be a long one for this guy. I mean, Roland, I don't think he has experience playing 9-minute half. No. Morale, on the other hand, did that in the NDD. So, do you think it's going to have any effect on Roland going on forward? I mean, having to play 9 minutes half, that's a total of 18 minutes gameplay time.
Well, one thing I know about Roland is he's not the kind of guy to look at the opponent. He just goes into the game head on. He doesn't care whatever title you hold or whatever experience you have. He just wants to play. He just wants to win. And I don't think it's going to be anything different this time around. You could see the last time in the RSDL when it looked like he was about to go out. This guy went on a generational run. What they call a generational lock-in. That's what he did there, and was able to get qualification spots into the RSPL. And I feel this time around, he's prepared. He knows what is coming for him. He knows these guys are playing against, and he wants to prove that, yes, I deserve to be here.
Well, just in case you did not know, we have, created a special spot now for these players to have their coaches beside them. Yes, coaching is now available going forward. I mean, I think I just saw Mr. Moran, big PJ who is in the Elite League, right? He captained the Niger Delta boys, Bayelsa boys actually, to the win in that Niger Delta derby there. So, and we saw PJ, in the coaching position for Mr. Moral a number of times in the NDD. He's not surprised as to why he has, chosen him to be his coach here in this season 2 of the Pro League. So, Mr. Moral and PJ as his coach. Roland, I think I really do not know who's beside Roland. I think that's his friend. So I've seen this guy around. I think he's a big Roland fan, or probably his friend from the hood. On our screens, the player statistics, you can see they've not played any matches. Win rate 0-0, average goals per match 0-0. Rivers State ranking, he's 13th, and Roland is 11th. I think we're still ranking based on Division 2, right?
Yeah, but this is a different ball game altogether. And now that ranking, some might see it and be like, wow, how is Mr. Morale ranked 13th and Roland 11th? But well, that is what it is.
And the funny thing is the public prediction. Somebody who's ranked 13th has a 73% chance of winning this game. I mean, Roland stuck with just 28th. Well, he's 11th in River State ranking.
Well, it does happen, like even in real time. You could see sometimes on the league table, a player or a team is ranked lower. It doesn't mean they don't have the opportunity to beat a team ranked higher than them or have more percentage of them winning that particular game. You could even see it in the E-World Cup. I think RVP Legend, the winner, was ranked 40.
Wow.
At the start of the E-World Cup, and at the end now I think he's in the top 5 after getting the victory and in the final against Levifin.
Yeah.
And now he's in the top 5. So we could see that kind of thing here. Mr. Morale ranked 13th, and if he goes on to win, he's in the top 5.
So what are you forget about the public winning prediction? What is your take? Like, let me know what you think about this particular game. What do you think we're going to see? Are we going to see goals? Who do you think is going to come out the victor in this particular fixture?
You know, this is the kind of fixture that you're going to see goals. Any fixture involving Roland always tends to produce goals because, like he said last time, I don't really care about defending. I just want to outscore my opponent. And I feel he'll still go in with that mentality to see if he can outscore Mr. Morale. But due to experience, I'll just opt Mr. Morale to get the win in this game. And like I said, due to experience, I would love to see a surprise. I would love to see Roland actually go and get the win, but because of the experience Mr. Morale has in the ultimate team scene, I see him getting the upper hand against Roland.
Well, I'm not going to make any predictions so soon, but for me, I know of a truth certainty we're going to see goals. We are definitely going to see goals. I mean, it's a 9-minute half, so right there in the Division 2, which was a 5-minute half, we were seeing goals. How much more here? 9-minute half. I mean, it's going to be something else. Goals galore. Do you think? This is a question to you now? Obviously, there are 9 players, right, in the league currently, and we are going to see 5 of them progress into the Elite League and see the remaining 4 relegated. Do you see any of these 2 players now about to play? Do you see any of them making top 5?
There's a huge possibility here. Someone like any of the 2 could actually make top 5 because it's gaming, of course. But Mr. Morale probably has a higher chance of finishing in the top 5 than Roland as things stand. But we're yet to see because we don't know what kind of work Roland has gone to do behind the scenes. We don't know how well he's improved from the RSDL last time out. And now he might just come here and give us an entirely different vibe and probably finish in the top 5, which would be surprising.
Yeah, I mean, as for now, I think he has had a lot of experience, if you ask me, Mr. Morale. He played in the NDD and he was amazing there. I cannot stop talking about his performance because there was one against Dexter. The game against Dexter was who is currently the best player in Rivers State. I mean, he actually whipped. He got the whip. Let me not say whipped. I mean, because much respect to the best player of Rivers State, but he got the win. This was somebody who was struggling. I'm still reiterating that struggling because this guy, up until the last day, there was literally no chance for him to qualify. I mean, luckily, if he locked in and grinded out a win that secured him qualification into the Pro League. And now here, I'm just hoping he comes with his A game, because Mr. Morale, it's a different thing, a 1 day or 2 day tournament is different from a league tournament. I mean, you have to be consistent week in, week out. You have to bring your A game every day. You step into that arena, you sit in that hot seat and put your hands on your controller in the RSPL. You cannot afford to sleep. If that's one thing we have, seen in the Division 2, it is very, very certain. I mean, in the Division 2, he started out well. He did pretty much well in the first and second week. I think the first 2 match days, but after those 2 match days, I mean, it was downhill for Mr. Morale, and suddenly, we saw that in a way, he kind of like, grinded. I'm still not going to because he was not all that in the Division 2. But luckily, we still get to see the caliber of player Mr. Morale is in the Division. In the Pro League, in this season 2. Roland as well. I mean, I'm expecting a lot from this guy because he's this kind of player that shocks you. I mean, you might have written him off, or you're the kind of person that thinks, okay, Roland is going to play this way, right? He's this fast-paced guy, always hits you on the counter. He's not somebody to always sit and want to control games. But he can be surprising in some days.
Yeah.
And what better way to start the RSPL than grinding a point out from this guy who has serious, experience from the NDD, and also for the fact that he's not a new face in the UT scene. So I don't know what to expect from this particular game. Everybody has already, given it up for Mr. Morale to get the win, but I am still, let's say I will observe the first 10 minutes and then I can say, but as it stands now, it's looking like Morale is going to get the win in this one. Just as we are waiting for the first game of the day to kick off, I was asking you a question earlier. Do you think Shocker is going to go all the way again and clinch the title in the Pro League season 2? I mean, he did that so easily in the Division 2.
Yeah.
And now here again, it's with the same set of players. Only difference is that it is a UT scene at this point.
Yes.
And we know of players who thrive well in the UT scene. Mr. Morale, 1-1 on the other hand.
That's a particular name that I really want to see him on the UT scene. I do watch his streams once in a while, and I see how good he is. Like I said before, I saw someone actually complaining that what's really going on with these players. How do you play a lock about 3 players at the same time and still activate the offside trap? It's not every day. That's not every day. That's not something you really see every day. So he's another player that we need to really watch out for, alongside Codes Snow.
Codes Snow 1-1. Chuku also in the mix there. I mean, Chuku he was wonderful in the NGD. I'm expecting a lot from him also in the Pro League season 2. So going forward, I think for me, Shocker definitely qualifies to the Elite League, right?
Yeah, that's
It would be a shock for him not to get into the Elite League. At least we're not talking about winning.
He would get to the Elite League. A player like Shocker, come on, man. It's a player of that caliber. That's where he belongs, my opinion.
So, is it fine if we also put 1-1 too in the chat there?
Yes, in my opinion, the league title or the winner of the RSPL this season is going to be between those 3 players: Shocker, Codes Snow, and 1-1.
Wow, again.
Like definitely, maybe Mr. Morale. You can put Mr. Morale in there, but I feel those 3 players have the highest chance to actually get the win or the trophy. Your name.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have headed into the first game of the day in the RSPL Season 2 proper. Mr. Morale against Roland. The first game in the Pro League Season 2 FUT scene. Remember, these guys were given a budget constraint of 5 million coins. They had to build their squad around that budget. And we can see Mr. Morale and PJ being his coach. PJ has had a successful, RSL campaign so far. I mean, I think he finished 3rd in the season 1, and that promoted him to the Elite League. We also saw him captain the Bielsa boys to victory in the NDD. They just concluded NDD, where they completely annihilated the Rivers boys in their own backyard.
But to be honest, we didn't really see much of or the best of PJ in the NDD. I must say, it was quite underwhelming in the Niger Delta Derby.
Well, I would say it's because it's the FUT scene. I mean, stay 95 rated. Everybody's crying. It's PJ.
Yeah.
I'm definitely certain of that. But this is the way to go. The UT scene, and this is how it is henceforth. We can see Mr. Morale in, I think that's PSV's colors.
Ajax.
Okay, that's Ajax. That's Ajax colors.
No, he seems to be a fan of the Dutch, because I remember even in the RSDL when we switched to
the national teams, he picked Netherlands, right?
Yeah, and now this is probably the first Dutch and fan we've seen.
It's a chance. Mr. Morale opening us in the RSPL season 2. He picked Netherlands. Nice clinical passes there from Pina.
Probably the first Dutch and fan we've seen.
Just it's a chance. Surely will always finish that. Mr. Morale in the lead. I mean, I said I'm not going to give any judgments until I see at least the first 10 minutes. And what a chance there for Roland to get an equalizer. He'll settle for a corner.
There was a huge chance there. He should be bearing down in the back of the net.
Look at back here for Roland. Pamecano finds Koulibaly. It's not his position, but he's offside. Taking a look at the squads, these two players, oh my goodness, what a mistake there by Araujo. Anderson finds Siberia, oh my goodness!
Wow.
It's 1-1. Roland has snuck in a goal out from nowhere. I mean, immediately Mr. Mura gave up possession there. Usually he always smells danger, but I don't think he'll be much of a chance there for Roland. I mean, look at the way he found that in behind Sabari and slipped it past Ika Casillas. Wonderful. I mean, this is the thing I was talking about. You know, Roland is not somebody you just write off. I mean, this guy has got bags of surprises. My goodness, what a through pass. Finds Rashford. Surely Rashford to convert. Mr. Morale going back in the lead just seconds. I mean, this guy, he just conceded seconds ago. My goodness, what a through pass. Finds Rashford in the lead. Surely almost immediately. What can you say so far? I mean, 15 minutes we've seen 3 goals.
Yeah, you asked earlier, what do I expect? And I told you, any game involving Roland, you are bound to see goals. And 15 minutes in, we've already seen 3 goals. As for that second goal, would you say Roland could have done better in trying to track that run? Because the run was there, like everyone saw the run and everyone knew what was going through Mr. Morale's head at that point. Mr. Morale just played the true pass, and the right back there just stood, couldn't track that run, and of course, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. There was only one answer there.
Here's Rashford again. Finds Matthaus. There, I mean, those icon cards in the midfield for Mr. Morale. It's going to come up clutch for him. There's Vieira again. Lise. Couldn't find that pass. Lukman, dispossessed of the ball. Koulibaly now advancing forward. This is not his territory. He sends a pass to Pina. Olise now watching the runs of Rashford. He gets it to Pina. Pina now sees Lukman. Lukman was dispossessed cleanly by O'Reilly. Roland looking to build something here, and over the top through pass. And there's Quinones, gives it to Saibari. Oh my goodness, look at Bacchio. And just as he was about to unleash that shot, Mr. Morales, oh my goodness, what a one-time through pass. It's offside. Rashford, oh my goodness. What was that?
That was a huge miss there. I feel he should have gotten a shot off earlier. Roland was just able to track back and just get in the way of the shot. At least still keeping the game and respectable at this point.
Seeing the comments here from the greats, the Rivers State's best currently, backing Mr. Morale for the win in this one, saying Mr. Morale sure win for this match.
Yeah, I can also see his prediction here saying Mr. Morale to win this game 7-2.
My goodness.
You know, he kind of has experience losing by that wide margin. So
this offside? Yes, it is. I mean, the play styles of these guys, have to come in clutch for both players at this point. Here's Araujo. Lukman dribbling his way through, but couldn't find that final pass. Here is Lukman for Roland. Yeah, Lukman is present in both teams.
Yeah, definitely. Now, it seems that the player that most of the guys decided to opt for when talking about Nigerians, they decided to go for Ademola Lukman. I'm surprised. Those two, we've just seen 2 squads so far, and I've not seen a player like Osimhen on the pitch or even in the squad.
Here it's Olise now for Morale, running into the box. Tries a ball roll scoop, was unsuccessful at that. Roland capable of putting the fire out of that attack. Here is Roland. Chouameni. Lukman in the box. Oh, what a stop. That couldn't materialize further. Here is a chance now for a counter-attack.
Oh my goodness.
I think Pina was just a little bit too fast there. He triggered her and it was like, it seems as if he forgot he had triggered Pina way too early.
Well, so far, I would say Roland has actually been decent in this game, and he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Oh my goodness! You would never expect him to shoot from that position.
This is my opinion about this guy, and it is so strong. I mean, Roland, he seems to have done nothing all game, and all of a sudden, just way too early.
Well, so far, I would say Roland has actually been decent in this game, and he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Oh my
shot
goodness!
back to the near post. We've seen a comment here from Hazard Ninja saying, Roland, please track those triggered runs and put off a fight. I think he just did that.
Well, Roland, like I said, this guy, he's not a respecter of persons. He just comes into the game with a different mindset. You might be the best, but in his mind, he's like, you being the best, it's for yourself. I'm coming to this game, I want to win, and you could see it here, going band for band with someone like Mr. Morale. And we also have to consider the fact that this guy used legacy defending back in the day.
I mean, the way he has, adapted so easily, it just goes to show you the mentals of this guy. I mean, he is not just, a mediocre player. He's somebody who can adapt to whatever. I told you earlier, I mean, I'm not writing this guy up. Look, man, in the box. That was a wasted opportunity. I mean, there were 101 ways he could have gone about that attack instead of just shooting blankly at Ikakasilas. A chance. Oh my goodness. That's incisive there, not coming up clutch for Mr. Morale. Roland. Suddenly finds Lukman. Oh! Just trying to cut back that pass there to Saibari. Mr. Morale definitely should be wary. I mean, he was given the highest prediction in his. My goodness, this was just too easy. This was just too easy. I mean, that defense was splitted open. I could see it from like 3 seconds away. I knew that was a goal.
Yeah, even Roland, you could see he tried to switch the cursor to that centre back, but for some reason, it wasn't just happening. And Mr. Morale with a drag back pass there, one-on-one with the goalkeeper.
Olise, the finesse will do good. Keeper saves for a corner. David takes it long. I don't think that was intended.
No, definitely not.
Here is Davis now. My goodness. Boro finds Olise. Olise to Pina. If she turns, this is definitely a goal. Mr. Morale doubling his lead. See in the comments. I think this is Aussie, right?
Yeah.
Say never write off Roland. Roland is 2 goals behind at this point. It's just the first half. Roland, if you can get something from this. Roger Pina, I mean, this little lady who's got a whole lot of strength in her back pocket. Rashford, Mr. Morale might just make it 3 before halftime. Pina to Matthias and turning in the wrong direction there. That is the end of the first half. Mr. Morale going 2 goals up. A 2-goal cushion now will do him good, don't you think?
Yeah, 2 goal cushion will do him good. And Roland now, he's going to be chasing the game, but it's not the kind of player to be faced by that. He always chases the game. You could put it that way. Most of the time, he's actually in the losing position, and he's gotten used to chasing the game. And sometimes he does manage to come back and win the game or end up in a draw. So it's nothing new for him, and I expect something special from him in the second half.
And that defense there from, oh my goodness, a mistake. We're honest. Look on! This is the second time Mr. Morales gifting Roland a goal, and Roland surely will always take it beautifully with a thank you, of course.
Come on, like, it's not even Christmas yet, but Mr. Morales is in the spirit of giving already.
Saw that comment there saying do not underrate Roland, do not write him off. And this guy, you said earlier, he's always chasing the game. The more he chases the game, I mean, he might just get something. Mr. Morale, he needs to kill this game, and he needs to kill it off quickly. Incisive to Lukman. Lukman, surely a borrow will do good. And Gil up to the tax. Roland now chasing for that equalizer. Saibari bruised off the ball there. I must say, so far, Roland has been holding up his own. He hasn't been controlling. Oh my goodness. There's that famous sliding tackle from Roland. He always seems to get that accurately. Quinones, the edge of the box. Anderson, Saibari, and Vieira able to dispossess the ball of Saibari there. Here is Rookman now for Mr. Morale. Arao sprinting.
Oh my goodness.
That sliding tackle again, that is something. I mean, he and Bright are the only players to always use this so effectively. Oh, good play. Look at Bakio in the box. My goodness. His decision making in the final third is just so poor. And this might be what will make or break this game for Roland. I mean, his inability to be decisive in clutch moments like this. It's a wasted opportunity there. Hold on, Pina. He's got something off that attack there. Look at that. Morale has accepted a gifted possession from Roland. And Pina, Henderson intercepting well. For the next match after this, Mr. Morale faces off El Dorado. Anticipate that one, guys. I mean, these two faced off in the NDD. I'm looking to see how it will turn out here in the RSPL Season 2.
Roland can't just seem to get a hold of the ball.
Oh, I mean, great turn. Oh my goodness. Precision shooting, gone right. But the keeper up to the tax there. I mean, there's something about this summer star Gil.
Wow, like I'm actually surprised that he wasn't able to bury that, because you're about to shout goal number 5 for Mr. Morale, but the goalkeeper was just in the way, and Roland will be thanking the heavens that didn't go him, because he will have been 2 goals behind once again. I must say, Roland has put up a good performance so far.
Very good performance. I mean, this is not something we expected. We expected this to be the blowout. I mean, Dexter predicted the 7-2, but so far so good. It's very tight between these two. Just a goal separating them, and it's a lot, honestly.
Yeah, it's really surprising, because you would have expected Mr. Morale to have gone way ahead in this game, but Roland took the game to him, and I'm sure he was surprised himself, because he would have expected it to be a very easy win for himself.
I mean, these are the issues we had with Mr. Morale in the Division 2. The games where he controlled the game the most, he was not able to bury them. He wasn't able to finish. And this might just be a repeat of that. I mean, I told you, Mr. Morale is someone who likes to raise the hopes of his fans. He did that so well in the Division 2. We saw a different Mr. Morale in the NDD. I'm seeing a comment here from DBJ Revs. Morale, you just a miss. Are you sure you are okay? He wasn't missing all these chances in the NDD. He was so clinical in the rival series. Niger Delta Derby Series. We're here in the RSPL. The different gameplay. Oh, Roland almost getting an equalizer. But the last inch tackle, I think. Oh my goodness. How is Morale find this? Oh!
Actually, that tackle was clean.
Very, very clean. It's offside, regardless.
Wow. Well,
I'm
had
just
that
going
been
to
on,
ask myself, how does Roland keep on opening his defense up like this? Mr. Morale, perfect in exploiting this kind of chances. Just in that moment, oh my goodness, there's still a chance here. Roland might get an equalizer. It's looking like it. It's at the edge of the box. Mazambi. This is Mazambi of Austria, isn't it?
Switzerland.
Switzerland, right. He had a very, very good game. I think he's just signed to Newcastle.
Yeah, he had a really, really good World Cup, and the one game he didn't play against Argentina, you could see he actually did put up a good fight, but they got knocked out in extra time. So,
well, I hope that item will be of good use to him. Matthias clinically dispossessing Roland off the ball. Here is Spina. He's got runners in front of him. A through pass to Rashford will do good. And Doe, the elder brother, actually does so well to intercept. And here now is Malag. That's not Malang Sarr, isn't it? That's
Ismail Assar.
Ismail Assar. Rashford
Oh my goodness.
for Mr. Morale. I think he's substituted, and Fernandez is in the chat now. Pina.
Oh,
He won a tackle there from Roland. Saibari. Ismail Assar in the run. He gets that pass. Saibari now to finish. Oh, Koulibaly in the way.
at this point, Mr. Morale is living on the edge.
Over the top through pass. Inaki Williams. My goodness. Inaki Williams gets a 2-goal cushion for Mr. Morale. In the way. He's got the speed. He's got the pace.
At this
No
point,
wonder
Mr. Morale
he
is living on the
utilized
edge.
him in this manner. Over the top through pass. Inaki Williams. Every day he's always burying that in the back of the net.
I must say,
Now-
Roland needs to do better with tracking runs. That run, you could see it right from deep from midfield, and everyone knew that an up-through ball was coming there. But for some reason, Roland was able to track that ball and one-on-one with the goalkeeper. There was only one thing Mr. Morale could do.
Which is finish. There's Williams again. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Rashford to Barry. Yes. Mr. Morale is in the groove at this point. I think those substitutions he made
One thing Mr. Morale could do.
has really, really
Which is
changed his
finish.
gameplay.
There's Williams again.
The Williams card.
Oh my goodness, what a
The
pass.
Fernandez
Rashford to
card. Coming in great for him. I think he took off Lookman for Williams.
Yeah, this is. See, the Nigerian was holding him back.
Here's another opportunity. Oh, Mr. Morale. And Roland cannot help but smile. My goodness, I've been done dirty by this guy. Seen a comment from Hazard Niger saying Morale is even playing proper football. Figures, spam,
Here's another
another opportunity.
Oh.
It's getting him
Yeah,
the
it's
job. He's getting the job
He's getting
done.
the job done.
So he doesn't really need to play so, to your expectations. But he's doing the good. And that good is enough for him. We can say it's curtains now, right?
Yeah, definitely, and it seems Roland knows that and has just basically given up at this point because I feel this scoreline doesn't really depict how this game was played because
True.
Roland did put up a really, really good performance. His actions in the final third were a bit off.
I mean, there were chances where he could have got at least 2 goals, but indecisiveness, passing where he was supposed to shoot and shooting where he was supposed to pass. I mean, if he had just got those 2 moments right, this game would have looked a lot different. Here is Williams. Possession safely with Mr. Morale. He might try to add more here. Mr. Morale spotting the runs of Williams. He's taking the game a little bit too easy. There's Matthias. He has been clinical in that midfield. Williams keeps hold of the ball. Here's Fernandez to Matthias, gives it to Vera, Rashford. Surely Rashford has got that in his. Oh my goodness, that strike was so poor. Rashford has got that finesse play style. I mean, what do you know why that pass went the way he did? 87 minutes, and this game is as good as done. Mr. Morale in the lead, 7-3. Rashford now sprinting at goal. He could add another. And the ball there was unsuccessful, but the ball is still with Mr. Morale. Fernandez to Rashford, trying to dribble his way through, unsuccessful there. Saibari, oh my goodness, what an incisive pass. Look at Bakio, the keeper is out of his box. And a cheap shot will suffice. And he's gotten a goal back. He makes it 7-4. Losing by a 3-goal margin is not so bad, right?
Yeah, it's not so bad considering that he could have actually gotten more, but for some reason he didn't. But I feel this performance will really he should go with his head held high, because he put up a good performance against someone like Mr. Morale, someone who's already considered one of the best in the Bielsa state. So let's say Roland did perform well in this game, although he ended up losing.
So basically, we're going to say his problem was the fact that he could not convert his chances. It was just indecisive for me all through.
Yeah, at a point, Mr. Morale was mounting the pressure on him, but I feel he defended a bit better. But in front of goal, once you get towards the edge of Mr. Morale's 18, his decision making was really bad, and you could see that with the passes when he's supposed to shoot and the shots when he was supposed to make a pass. But in the end, I feel performance in general was quite okay on his own end.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first game. We will head into the next match in a bit. But after this quick break, we will be back for the game. Mr. Morale against Roland. Do not go anywhere, sit tight. We will be right back. What a game we just witnessed. Yes, I mean, the public predicted Mr. Morale to get the win, and he did. Not in style, but a win is a win, right?
Yeah, a win is a win, and I'm sure Mr. Morale will be happy with the win. At least it's 3 points in the bag now. That's just the kind of start any player would have wanted coming into the RSPL this season, and he's gotten the win against Roland. But he wouldn't. play it into the striker's feet to just find a cutback, and most of the time it would actually work. But Mr. Morale's experience in defending just came into play there, and could see Roland was always intercepting those final balls. But I feel against a different opponent,
Yeah.
it should have been something entirely different for Roland.
Well, the next game, is El Dorado taking on Mr. Morale, who just ended that game there against Roland. So there's a possibility that Morale might just be up 6 points in match day 1. Let's take a look at El Dorado's drafts. Right, so El Dorado opts for the Glory Hunter Courtois in goal there. His 2 CBs, Torre. This is a card that has always popped up in literally everybody's squad at this point. Torre and Maguire. I think that's Footy's Maguire.
Yes.
To the left back and the right back, we have the Footy's Mendy and the Summer Stars.
Mazraoui, yeah.
Wow, good. And for the midfield, we see Olise, Summer Stars Olise in the cam position. We see the Phenom FOF card in Tillman. Right, Tillman, Olise, and Renato Sanchez, the Footy's Renato Sanchez in the midfield. And as for the right and the left wing, we've got that Summer Stars and Mbappe. I'm pretty sure that's where all his money went to, because you can see he's literally like the most costliest player at this point.
I can see
whooping 1.9 out of the 5 million budget. Wow. And on the right, we've got Chawinga.
Yeah, I was expecting to see that name. That name ran riot in the Niger Data Derby last 2 weeks. The likes of, I think Code Snow had him on his team.
But is this a different Chawinga though? I mean,
yeah, it's a different card. I feel this is the Footy's Chawinga, but that one seems to be
hairstyle seems different. Yeah, I mean,
different.
there are 2 Chawingas in the Malawian team, Malawian women's team actually. Yes.
Okay, actually.
Yeah, there are 2. There's a Tabitha Chawinga and there's, I can't remember the other one's first name, but both players play for Malawi. I mean, and both of the Chawingas actually scored against the Nigerian Super Falcons. Currently the WAFCON is going on, and we lost our first game to Malawi, and those women, they ran riots on Nigeria's defense. Let's look at Mr. Morale's draft now. We can see the great of the game icon, Casillas in goal, and here's that Torre card again, the Footy's Torre card. I mean, it's so cheap and it's so good that everybody just opts for this guy in the CB options. There's the Glory Hunter Koulibaly also pairing with Torre, and there is Mark Pibu, team of the season, and Alfonso Davis on the left back position. And in the midfield, we've seen that Nigerian player there, Lukman Matthias. We saw how Matthias was good for Mr. Morale in the previous game. Where I think we looked at this squad. He just played some games. So yes, Inaki Williams in the right side, Rashford on the left, Krauf on the top, and we can see his bench. He switched up. Olise came up. Fernandez came in also. We saw which other player came in. I think Claudia Pina is definitely going to start in this one, regardless of she being in the bench in this one. I mean, we've seen Morale's draft, and we've seen what this draft can do in the last gameplay against Roland. What do you think El Dorado has to offer that will be different from what Roland gave us?
Well, I feel the El Dorado and Morale game is a dicey game, because now El Dorado's kind of play is the kind of guy that wants to have possession. He might see an obvious pass and might not give that pass because he has something else in mind. And I feel that's the kind of player Mr. Morale would love to play against. The kind of player that will hesitate about making some passes so that he can be able to get himself going.
Well, player starts on my screen. 100% win rate. Yes, because he just won his last match, averaging 7 goals per match. He scored 7 in his last match. And Rivers State ranking is still 14th. El Dorado is 8th. Public winning prediction is going with El Dorado now. 65% public winning prediction, and Morale has 45%. What can you say about this?
Obviously, Mr. Morale, he's coming up the back of a win. El Dorado, on the other hand, we know what this guy is capable of right from the first season of the RSPL. into the RSDL and now back into the RSPL. If there's any player that can get the win over Mr. Morale, he should be one of them.
I mean, the head-to-head between these two guys, actually, for now, I think it's 1-1 because Eldorado got the win over Morale in
RSDL.
in the RSDL, right? And in the Niger Delta Derby, we saw Mr. Morale become a different person and, whipped Mr. Eldorado and got things square. It is 1-1 head-to-head between these two guys as far as the Rivers Skirmish League is concerned. Somebody here today is going to put a foot in front. Who do you think that's going to be, regardless of the public winning prediction? I'm asking you now, Himzas. Just tell me, who do you think is going to get away with a win, 3 points in this particular game?
Well, to be honest, I would say, like I was saying earlier, Eldorado's style of play is the style of play that Mr. Morale would love to play against. The guy that will hesitate to making passes, see obvious runs and ignore them because he has something else in mind. Mr. Morale is the kind of guy that is clinical in front of goal. So I feel he should have the edge over Eldorado, and he will try to fix up compared to how he played against Roland. He will need to fix up some of his passes and his defending. So I feel against Eldorado, he should be able to come away with the win. Yeah.
I will dive into this fixture quickly, but let's just have a recap of the last match and see some of the highlights that we missed. We'll be back in a bit. And a cheap shot will suffice. And he's gotten a goal back. He makes it. Here's another opportunity. Mr. Morale. And Roland cannot help but smile.
The one thing Mr. Morale could do,
which is finish. There's Williams again. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Rashford to Barry. Yeah. Early in the way.
At this point, Mr. Morale is living on the edge.
Over the top through pass. Inaki Williams. My goodness.
In the second half.
And that defense there from. Oh my goodness, a mistake. With others. No on. This is the second time. Davies now. My goodness. Boro finds Olise. Olise to Pina. If she turns, this is definitely a goal. Mr. Morale definitely should be wary. I mean, he was given the highest prediction in his. My goodness, this was just. It seems as if he forgot he had triggered Pina way too early.
Well, so far, I would say Roland has actually been decent in this game and he's 1-1 with the goalkeeper. Oh my goodness.
I mean, this guy has got bags of surprises. My goodness, what a through pass. Finds Rashford. Surely Rashford to convert. These two players, oh my goodness, what a mistake there by Araujo. Anderson. Finds Siberia. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Well,
the national team. He picked Netherlands, right?
Yeah, and now this is probably the first daughter and fan we've seen.
It's a chance. And a cheap shot will suffice. And he's gotten a goal back. He makes it. Here's another opportunity. Mr. Morale. And Roland cannot help but smile.
The one thing Mr. Morale could do,
which is finish. There's Williams again. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Rashford to Barry. Yeah. Early in the way.
At this point, Mr. Morale is living on the edge.
Over the top through pass. Inaki Williams. My goodness.
In the second half.
And that defense there from. Oh my goodness, a mistake. With others. No on. This is the second time. Davies now. My goodness. Boro finds Olise. Olise to Pina. If she turns, this is definitely a goal. Mr. Morale definitely should be wary. I mean, he was given the highest prediction in his. My goodness, this was just. It seems as if he forgot he had triggered Pina way too early.
Well, so far, I would say Roland has actually been.
Be heading into the fixtures proper. What do you think about this particular game today? Eldorado taking on Mr. Morale. I mean, I know, yes, head-to-head wise, it is 1-1. Do you think, for me, for me, I see El Dorado taking a win in this one.
Not for me. They faced themselves twice, like you said. When it was a 95 rated, El Dorado came out with, I think, a 4-1 victory. But then when we the Nanda Delta Derby, it was Ultimate Team and Mr. Morale came out on top. So now I expect that same situation this time around.
Let's talk about the amount of goals you think we're going to see in this particular fixture. Do you think we're going to see? I know we saw 7-4 in the last one. I mean, but then again, yeah, this was somebody who wasn't surely going to be much of a problem for Mr. Morale. But right about now, we know El Dorado we can place him on par with him. And you can see even in the public prediction, they gave El Dorado, a higher percentile of getting the win in this particular fixture. So do you think it's going to be balanced? Do you think the goals are not going to be so much just because, these two are probably much alike?
I'm considering it's a 9 minutes half. I expect there to be lots of goals. Maybe not as much as we saw in the first game between Mr. Morale and Roland, but goals, at least it's be about 5+ goals combined. Or is that too low?
We're going to find out in a bit. Mr. Morale taking on El Dorado has commenced, and yes, as you know, Mr. Morale is in Ajax colours, and El Dorado is in an all blue. So far, so good. Mr. Morale seems to be having a whole lot of possession. Olise in the box. Oh my goodness. That was disgusting. Total control. The dribbling was beautiful.
I'm dancing in the box. You don't want to make that tackle because you could actually commit a penalty. Eduardo just trying to back up to see maybe if he could get in the way of the shot, but Mr. Morale, like cheeky boy there, you could see the roulette and getting himself in the perfect shooting position, and that's a goal.
Well, Mr. Morale has broken the deadlock way too early in the game. I think he scored that in the 5th minute. And El Dorado has not been able to catch his breath. Aspina might be looking to mount pressure. Oh, no driven. Whenever he's in the box, it's certainly always going to be a goal for Pina. Not be able to catch his breath. Aspina might be looking to mount pressure. Shielding that ball beautifully.
Yeah, I know you said it that she was going to start in this game.
Definitely. I know we saw her in the bench in Morale's job, but I know definitely he's definitely going to put her in the starting lineup.
2 goals up in 7 minutes. Well, El Dorado, he was once tagged the comeback king in the last time the RSPL.
Yeah, true.
He was one of the comeback kings. Well, he would love to actually see if he can make those comebacks. Although I feel it's going to be difficult for him.
Well, there you have it, Mr. Morale. Already 2 goals up in 7 minutes. He's taking the game to El Dorado. Would you say it's because Mr. Morale's hands are a bit warm, from playing Roland?
You could actually say that, but come on, El Dorado, he's the kind of guy that most of the time he actually starts any league phase. He starts on the high.
What a reply! What a way to reply, El Dorado. He's cutting a goal back.
Any league phase, he starts on the high.
Beautiful. What?
This just gives me flashback of what happened in the RSPL. The first edition of the RSPL. I remember the first game was PJ against El Dorado, and El Dorado went behind early on. He took a pause and made some changes, and the rest was history. Now he's taking that pause and he's already gotten a goal back. Maybe, just maybe, he can come back in this game.
El Dorado now seems to have woken up from his sleep. It was a little bit cold. Now he has woken up. El Dorado with Olise there. Finesse will do good in this position. Alawo there stealing the ball away from Michael Olise. And here is Spina up through ball to Olise for Mr. Morale. Mr. Morale, finesse, plus, into the back of the net. Beautiful, beautiful goal there. I mean, these players, their play style are very, very important. You know, they've got that finesse, and you cannot afford to give them such a chance in such positions. It's always definitely to go into the back of the net all the time.
You know, I said earlier about El Dorado second guessing every action around them. You could see there he had the opportunity to actually get his shot off, but he tried to twist and turn, lost the ball, and on the other end, Mr. Morale showed him how to do it. Like I said, Mr. Morale, this is the kind of opponent he loves playing against.
Oh, goodness, off the post. Chance to make it 4-1. It's very, very unlucky there. He's abusing that finesse now. Seen a comment from DBJ Revs, sorry. 3-1, batter this Frodorado. I mean, he has been called lots of names. Frodorado. And a lot. But if there's one thing I know, I mean, El Dorado is literally the only player to have participated in all the tourneys of the RSL.
Yeah.
I mean, from the best of 10 series into the Pro League in Season 1, down into Division 2, to the NDD, and here again in the Season 2. He has been the only player to participate in all the tourneys. And if there's one thing I'm certain of, it's that this guy is no pushover. I mean, he has his bad days, but I mean, he's somebody who turns up at the right moment. Against Mr. Morale at this point, he just, you know, it's a 9 minute half. Yeah, I can't write him off at this point. Still a lot that can happen.
You know, this is, like I said, I've been saying this. This is Mr. Morale's dream opponent. You see El Dorado having the chance to make this pass or get this shot off. He'll turn and say no. I would rather give this player, and most of the time, Mr. Morale finally ends up defending or getting the ball away from him. He's had the opportunity to actually equalize in this game, probably with them being a bit more decisive in front of goal. But El Dorado, he always has something else on his mind, and well, you'd hope that will come in clutch now to see if he can get something out of this game.
You know, it's one thing again in this Season 2. I mean, the need for your mental uprightness to be top notch. I mean, Mr. Morale, he has the morale because, I mean, PJ, who is in the Elite League and is captain for the Bayelsan team, is by his side. But I don't seem to see anybody beside El Dorado. I mean, he has been a one-man army ever since. But at some times like this, you just need, you know, some technical eyes from a different person other than you. A different view into the game. Somebody to just, you know, see something you're not seeing. That option has been provided in the Season 2, but he has opted to be a one-man army. I think he's going to change his shot going forward, but let's see how he thrives in this particular game. The wrong pass there has given Mr. Morale possession. 27 minutes gone, and Mr. Morale very, very comfortable where he's at. 3-1. Look, man, here is an attack now. Olise Pina, she's still in the box, looking for that final pass. Pina dancing, twisting, turning, decides to hold out a little Rashford. Oh my goodness! Beauty! That was Esports gaming for that final pass. Dancing, twisting, turning, decides to hold out the little Rashford.
Wow, that's all I can say. Wow, I mean, Dorado trying his very best to defend and just see if he can block that shot. You know, Mr. Morale baiting him with those twists and turns, and once he got that spin in the box, Rashford 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. 4-1 up.
Mr. Morale turning the heat up in the Pro League Season 2. He has been sensational. I mean, he was known for his dribbling goal moves there, the excuse me dance, which he performed against The Rivers best. I think that was one of the best goals in the NDD. And here again, he is pulling tricks off his back pocket. What do you think is going through El Dorado's mind right now?
Like you said it before, he'll probably be hooked that he had a coach that can actually show him what he's doing wrong. But now he has to just battle it alone, and there was.
Oh my goodness. We're adding another to the tally. It is 5-1, ladies and gentlemen. From the looks of things, it's about to be a blowout. Mr. Moral,
you said it before,
going all hard here on El Dorado.
Actually show him what he's doing
Trust
wrong.
me, it is not looking
But
good.
now he has to just battle it alone, and
I have not seen El Dorado squeeze his face so badly like this.
And the fact that we are still in the first half.
I mean, just 36 minutes, 5-1. It can be worse. It is worse at this point. It can go from worst to worst. What the reply? Good. Good one. Good one. El Dorado gets one back.
Well, on the bright side, I'm about to go 2 for 2 in predictions.
I picked El Dorado here. Yo. For y'all tuning in live, this is the Rivers Skirmish Pro League Season 2. It's brought to you by the one and only 43 Esports, the best to do esports gaming in Rivers State. Yes, you have it. These 9 players are battling out a chance to get into the Elite E, where the big boys play. This is just the second ladder on the pyramid. Here is Mr. Moral attacking again. He could get one before. Mr. Moral! This guy does not seek to amaze me. It is 6-2 now. Attacking again. He could get one before. Every attack seems to be almost a goal or surely a goal. El Dodo doing a lot of bad defending here, if I must say.
Well, at this point, it's safe to say Mr. Moral's morale is through the roof, because the confidence is there, and you can see he's just having fun on the pitch at this point, because he knows, yeah, I have this game in the bag, and you can see the KP up is there.
That's very cheeky. Just wasting our time for the referee to blow the final whistle. Can Pina get there before Torre? My goodness. Pina, what that is. You can see El Dorado laughing at that. I mean,
you know, I think a taller player would have gotten there, but her short legs just couldn't get out to the finish line. And
I think Mbappe will beat this guy.
Mbappe, that would have been the 7th goal from Mr. Moral. Had that been Mbappe up front.
So another female in the top, strikers board. I'm not seeing anybody using Kika Nazareth yet.
Yeah, so maybe it could be really expensive.
I mean, it's worth it. I mean, Kika Nazareth, surely every ball in her feet almost feels like a goal. I mean, there are players I expected to see this experienced gamers in the FUT scene use. I expected to see Kika Nazareth, I expected to see Vicky Lopez. These are players that always turn up. And then that Dembele also in the camp position. It's a costly card as well. The second half has restarted, and it is 6-2. Morale in the lead. Renato Sanchez intercepting. El Dorado needs replies, and he needs them fast. I'm seeing a comment. I think that comment interrupted what I was about to say. Make it fast. Oh my goodness. Well, he has made it more than 5. He's 6 now. Oh, hold on. 6-2, meaning it's a 4-goal difference.
Yeah,
They make it 5. They make it a 5-goal difference.
well, at this point, I'm sure Eldorado is already giving up, but he just needs to play till the end of the game, because being down on 4 goals to someone like Mr. Morale is not a position you really want to find yourself in. But unfortunately for him, as things stands, that's where he sits. Well, it's still a long way before the match comes to a close, and maybe he could get a goal or two, concede a goal or two as well.
But that's the thing. It's not about he scoring. It's can you score and not concede at the same time. That's the issue. Because so far, Mr. Morale's defense has been really, really poor. I must say, Mr. Morale has found it so easy to get into Eldorado's defense so cleanly. And even when that defense seems too rigid, this guy just knows his ways with those right analog dribbles. He just knows how to split the defense open and get his goal regardless. 53 minutes. Here is an icon card, Henry. I think he just got substituted in, replacing Osimhen, I think. Mr. Morale, technical dribble there from Olise Pina. Matthias to Olise again. Matthias to Vieira. I mean, these two icons, Vieira and Matthias, they have been absolutely amazing. Pina now, that straight dribbling. Oh, it's about to pull off something beautiful there. Stopped in his tracks. Intercept by Matthias, coming up clutch. Fernandez. It's always the second half player at this point. My goodness! How is that happening? Like how? It was also obvious that was what he was going to do, and I mean, Eldorado just fell into that trap too easily.
Well, it's quite disappointing from Eldorado. If someone told you that Roland would put up a better performance against Mr. Morale than Eldorado has done,
I would never believe that.
Exactly, but like Eldorado, he's been really, really disappointing. You can see most of his passes are so inaccurate in front of goal. The final third, he's just really, really confused, and Mr. Morale has taken advantage of that, trying to get on the counter every single time he has the ball. Mr. Morale on the counter, one of the deadliest players you would ever see. You could see it on the scoreline, 7-2.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the FUT scene, and we are not here to play. I mean, this is the stage where, as a pro athlete, you really, really need to make your stand. It's not about being the best. Oh my goodness! Oh, that was dirty. That was dirty. There, the reverse elastico. Clutch. Rashford. This is the stage where, as a pro athlete, you really
Look at
need
that.
to make your stand.
I mean, immediately that ball just cut into the feet of Rashford.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
elastico. Into the back of the net.
What a nasty, nasty goal there from Mr. Morale. And at this point, Eldorado just waiting for the referee to blow the whistle, because
It's going to be a long time.
it's a long time. He could actually go on to spell Eldorado himself, and that's not something Eldorado would want.
Do you think we're going to see double figures?
I wouldn't be surprised the way Mr. Morale is playing.
Goal. Surely that's a goal. I mean, I could see the build-up. The Eldorado I used to know. I mean, it's 3. Well, it's a long way back. 5-goal difference. I don't think he's getting anywhere near an equalizer. Wow. So let's see. Let's find out.
You see Mr. Morale trying to beat him out, so press high. And Eldorado, he isn't falling for it. But I feel at this point, you should just probably go with it.
Go with it. I mean, you're already
down by 5
goals.
goals. Exactly.
Impressed. Go higher.
Go all out attacking, because it can't get worse than this.
It's in need of goals at this point. Rashford now in the box. Mr. Morale, ball rolls cool. He's still with the ball. Rashford, Vieira,
Matthias and Vieira, a 1-2 exchange. He's trying to find Pina. Toure in the way of that pass. And a chance now for El Dorado to get a shot at goal. Chawinga. Toure up to the task.
And there's a reason why almost every player has that card.
I mean, he has been colossal in that defense. Depends on who is using him, though. I mean, because there's also a Toure in El Dorado squad.
Yeah, actually, it depends. But you can't really pour the Toure card for El Dorado because I wouldn't see much wrong he's done in this game.
Fernandez, oh my goodness, Fernandez still with the ball in the box. Fernandez, Matthias, Pina. If you could get away from Tillman, that would have been a goal, I think. Here's Chawinga through pass now. Will solve this. Ball didn't get to Henry there. And I must say, this Henry card for El Dorado, he has not been utilizing him well. He feels so heavy. Icon card.
It's been an absolute ghost test from Henry in this game. And
goodness, Pina in the box. What is this for us? He's playing about now. He's just having fun. He could have scored that if he needed that.
At this point, he's just taking the piece. He's just trying to see if he can score some goals to add to his highlights, and that would have been one of them.
What a pass, Pina! Pina with a beauty. I mean, look at that pass there, splitting that defense open. Mr. Morale doing damage here in the RSPL day 1 season 2.
That would have been one of them.
What a pass, Pina! And on stop. Brought the ball back. And there was, acres of space for him to choose from left or right. Went for the top corner. And every day he's going to finish that. I mean, El Dorado, right about now, it's just going to be big talks.
It's quite disappointing on its own end. Really, really disappointing. Not the kind of performance you'd expect from the great El Dorado. The man who most people are, going into every tournament, he has been tipped to be a winner. But that's not the kind of performance you would expect from someone that is a winner. But then again, it gives him the opportunity to go and reflect and see what he's done wrong and try to bounce back in the next game.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the RSPL Season 2, the Rivers Skirmish Pro League Season 2 has started in fine form for Mr. Morale. Remember, these guys, they were promoted from the just concluded Division 2. And also, the gameplay went up a notch from the 95 rated to the Ultimate Team gameplay. And a lot of persons are struggling. El Dorado is the man who, at this point, will be bottom of the table as it stands. And we might just see double figures. Mr. Morale gets a goal. Well, just so you know, a question coming here for Oscar Aku is asking, when will the Elite League kick off? Well, we are looking for the 5 players to join already 5 players in the Elite League. Remember, in the Season 1, we saw 5 players progress into the Elite League. The person of Dexter, who won the Season 1, Doom, Controller, Fonzie, and BJ. The 5 of them are sitting pretty in the Elite League as it stands, waiting for the remaining 5 who will come from this Season 2's Pro League. So yes, anticipate that one. Oh my goodness. I mean, he's just abusing the Elastico at this point.
Of course, you can just try to score those fancy goals. Try to add to your goal tally. You're already up by 7 goals, and
goodness, what a through pass. Five minutes more to go. Oh, what a pass. And here is Kelly, the foot is Kelly. Could not twist and turn away from Araujo there. Corner kick. Taking long. Rashford steals it. Ooh, he couldn't find. That's Fernandez there. Chawinga now. Just Eldorado to get at least a goal at this point would be like a consolation for him. Bailey. And he ran into Ferland Mendy. Surely he will celebrate that.
That was a beautiful goal there.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I mean, the rainbow flick. He ran into Ferland Mendy. Just look at that. If that is only. Is that Toure or Koulibaly there? Was left in the dust.
Oh,
Toure, I
there.
think.
Yeah, Toure. Wow.
Can you imagine this guy?
That was a beautiful goal.
Yeah, that was a good goal. That was a good goal, regardless. But hey, doesn't take anything. Doesn't still give you any point from this game. And I still stand. He's still at the bottom table. Mr. Morana, the chance to make this double figures. Fernandez, I was looking for that spin. Couldn't get it. Surely it is over now. Maybe a last minute chance for Eldorado to make something out of this, but could not. Or a last minute chance for Mr. Morale to make it 10. Mr. Morale with Fernandez. He gets it to Rashford. Oh, there's a block. He's still with Matthias. Rashford. If Fidesz will do good here. Oh my goodness, he's taking a piss now. This guy. He's doing too much. Doing too much. This could have very well been 10 goals, but I think he knew it was settled the moment he was, 5 goals up.
Yeah, the game was basically over on the first half. I think that at the end of the first half, Mr. Morale was in the lead, 5 goals to 1, and Eldorado kind of gave up. And the second half just had to be played. Eldorado, he couldn't come back, and it was a blowout. Surprising, because you would never expect a match between Eldorado and Mr. Morale. Mr. Morale actually winning with a blowout, but we've seen it for the very first time, and now it's up in their head-to-head in the RSL dynasty.
Well, there you have it. That is the end of the second game. Mr. Morale 6 points now, and he is top of the table. Would head over to the interview booth where we have Khan with Morale. Khan, over to you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have right now with us the man, Mr. Morale. I mean, we saw him didn't do really well in the RSDL, and then he came on to represent Team Bielsa in the Rivers Skirmish Niger Delta Derby, and he did exceedingly well. And it seems this is your territory. The foot is your territory, is it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we've seen you, take 2 wins out of a possible 2. That's 6 wins in 6 against really high quality opposition. And what can you say that will do for your confidence going into this tournament?
It's a really boost on my confidence, honestly. Because coming in, I was already confident I would win my matches today, so it was never in doubt. And I'll continue the way I started.
Okay. You seem to have more fans in the studio than any other player. I mean, most of the female folk are rooting for you, and that must really, I think, Fireboy privilege is playing out for Mr. Morale this tournament. And so let's look at the next opponent you have. You have one other opponent today. Do you think you can do 9 in 9 in the opening match day?
Of course, it's never in doubt. Our tough opponent today was Eldorado, but obviously it wasn't a match for my ability, so there's no one that can stop me today.
Okay, Eldorado wasn't a match for his abilities, and Bright, I hope you're ready for that, because the man Eldorado is ready and he is on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll head back to Arts right now, and when we come back, we will see the next opponent, most likely Coda Snow, against another exciting opponent. Stay tuned.
Eldorado has not been able to catch his breath. Aspina might be looking to mount pressure. No driven. So far, so good. Mr. Morale seems to be having a whole lot of possession. Only say in the box. Oh my goodness. That was this. And a cheap shot will suffice. And gotten a goal back. He makes it. Here's another opportunity. Oh, Mr. Morale. And Roland cannot help but smile.
The one thing Mr. Morale could do,
which is finish. There's Williams again. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Rashford to Barry. Yeah. Early in the way.
at this point, Mr. Morale is living on the edge.
What a top through pass. Inaki Williams. My goodness.
In the second half.
And that defense there from, oh my goodness, a mistake with others. Look on! This is the second time. It's Davies now. My goodness, Boro finds Olise. Olise to Pina. If she turns, this is definitely a goal. Mr. Morale definitely should be wary. I mean, he was given the highest prediction in his, my goodness, this was short. It seems as if he forgot he had triggered Pina way too early.
Well, so far, I would say Roland has actually been decent in this game, and he's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Oh my goodness!
I mean, this guy has got bags of surprises. My goodness, what a through pass! Finds Rashford. Surely Rashford to convert. These two players. Oh my goodness, what a mistake there by Araujo. Anderson finds Siberia. Oh my goodness!
Wow. Well,
the national teams. He picked Netherlands, right?
Yeah, and now this. Probably the first daughter and farm we've seen from
it's a chance.
Well,
the national teams. He picked Netherlands, right?
Yeah, and now this probably the first daughter and farm we've seen from
it's a chance. El Dorado has not been able to catch his breath. Aspina might be looking to mount pressure. Oh, no driven. So far, so good. Morale seems to be having a whole lot of possession. Only say in the box. Oh my goodness, that was this. And the cheap shots will suffice. And he's gotten a goal back. He makes it. Here's another opportunity. Oh, Mr. Morale. And Roland cannot help but smile.
The one thing Mr. Morale could do,
which is finish. There's Williams again. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Rashford to Barry. Yeah. Early in the way.
At this point, Mr. Morale is living on the edge.
What a top through pass. Inaki Williams. My goodness.
In the second half.
And that defense there from, oh my goodness, a mistake with others. Look on! This is the second time. It's Davies now. My goodness. I mean, welcome back. We have seen Morale go 2-2. Is this guy a contender now for the title at this point?
It's too early to say, but he's one of the contenders for sure. The performances he's put up today against someone like El Dorado, scoring 9 goals, is not something everyone can boast up, but he's done that in this matchup, going 6 out of 6 points so far. And that's the kind of start, that's the dream start for anyone.
True, for everybody. I mean, we still got one more game today.
They are probably we are yet to see, but that's the kind of start you want. And I'm sure the other players, the likes of Shoka, Code Snow, 1v1 are watching because now they have a lot of catching up to do.
True. Well, going forward, next game, we see Chuku take on Code Snow. Code Snow, who was amazing in his last time out in the NGG and also in the Division 2. He is about to face on his fellow Bayelsa teammate Chuku. Let's look at Chuku's draft. Chuku in goal is the Footies icon card check. I think this is the first person I'm seeing using Peter Check in goal. Everybody has either gone for Gil or Casillas. Centre backs, Footies icon Vidic and Glory Hunter Van Dijk. Left back we have Davis and we have Footies Walker. And the midfield, there is the Vicky Lopez I was talking about. I mean, this girl is so good. Finally, somebody gets to put her in her draft. I mean, this road to finals Women World Cup Vicky Lopez. She's a really, really great card. In the midfield, we can see Jao Neves and De Jong. On the left and the right, we have Simeone and the usual look. Bakel, I think.
Yeah.
And up front, we have the Nigerian, Ademola Lookman. So Ademola Lookman, a good option for the centre forward position. What do you think?
Left to me, I feel he should have probably played Ademola Lookman at the CAM position to try to pull the strings, connect them the midfield to attack.
But it might still change. I mean, look at his bench. But say he's got Kiwior. There's Claudia Pina also in the bench. So obviously, I think she's going to start. Ademola Lookman might come out in the camp position or on the left or the right hand side of the attacking forward. There's also Jude Bellingham. No, that's Job.
Yeah.
Wow, he's a steal actually, because this footage Job has been. It's a very, very great card compared to the price, compared to his brother. I mean, Jude, Job is a good card if you ask me. There's also that Ayari card, the one who did the rainbow flick there for El Dorado. There's Chouameni, and there is the footies where in the Chukwuchukwu's draft. What can you say about it?
Oh, a really, really stacked squad. I'm seeing some new names. You see the likes of João Neves and Frankie de Jong. That just goes to show the kind of player, his style of play is these two players I feel they are box-to-box midfielders. And Chukwuchukwu, always known for his 4-4-1-1 formation, he will be looking, and probably I don't know who would be in the starting lineup, but I'm sure he will really love the young and João Neves to start. These are two guys that have the energy to run up and down the pitch to cover lots and lots of ground. So we're yet to see.
Let's get a look at Code Snow's draft. But for now, the players start. Both players have not played any game. Yes. In the rankings, Code Snow is ranked 7th, and Chukwuchukwu is ranked 10th. Public winning. Oh my goodness.
It's understandable. Actually, it's really, really understandable. Anyone who has bought Code Snow wouldn't be surprised. But I feel Chukwuchukwu should have been a bit higher. But Code Snow should win this game.
I mean, the 90% is coming from the performance from this guy in the NDD. This guy was outstanding.
Yeah, the only game he lost was to a really formidable opponent in Controller. So you see the highest goal scorer in the RSDL, the highest goal scorer in the NDD. Now you should be seeing double digits. I don't know. But
I think the last time out these two faced each other was in the RSDL.
Code Snow won that game.
Code Snow won that game. Wow.
Yes,
so Code Snow is already in the head-to-head ahead. It's already ahead. Let's see if Chukwuchukwu will level things out and go against the public winning prediction. We will find out in a bit. But let's take a look at Code Snow's draft if we can. Production, please. I think that's absent for now. What do you think about this particular game? I mean, I know you said Code Snow is the highest goal scorer in the NDD and in the Division 2. So most likely we're going to see a lot of goals. Are we saying over 10 goals in this particular?
And now that we are using Ultimate Team, so you should expect to see the best of Code Snow. But one thing is that that Maradona card that he loves, you see that Maradona that ran riot in the NDB, it's not here today. So I would like to see how he adapts to that, because anytime Maradona had the ball, it was either a goal or an assist was about to pop out for him, and now he doesn't have him here. But I feel he will adapt pretty well, because Code Snow is a really, really good player. You can see his counter attacks, his player lock. So I feel he should be able to adapt well without the Maradona card and be able to get the win against Chukwuchukwu.
Well, we'll find out in a bit as if two go head-to-head and lock horns together to find out who's going to get the first 3 points. It's very, very important. I mean, the 3 points, we can see what it has done to El Dorado. El Dorado is usually always starting every league in the front foot. In the RSPL season 1, he started with a win. I think two wins in a row. Yeah, he was top of the table in week 1. Right? Yeah. Also in the RSDL, top of the table week 2, and we could see how he lost out in the season 1. He actually fell off.
That was a huge fall off there.
In the Division 2 also, we saw that he missed out on the prize pool. I mean, because the prize pool was just for the first, second, and the third. And also here too in season 2, the prize pool is for the first, second, and the third. But the first to the 5th gets promotion into the Elite League. we saw him lose out on both ends of the tourney, and here again it is different. Today he has lost.
Yeah, today's difference is that he started losing from the start. Normally he actually just you know what to say, he tried to pump fake you, maybe gets 1 or 2 wins and get the fans cheering and hoping that okay, this guy is a contender. But today he was destroyed and beaten into a pulp by Mr. Morale, and it's going to be a long way because I don't feel most opponents will be any opponent will really be that easy. With the kind of performances we've seen from the likes of Roland, they're going to give Eldorado a run for their money. And if I remember correctly, I think in the just completed RSDL, he actually put up a good performance against Eldorado. I don't know if he won, I can't remember, but it's one of his better games.
Well, we're going to see a lot from these guys going forward. I mean, the FUT scene is going to expose a lot of players, those who claim to actually really be esports athletes. I mean, this is the way to go. So the FUT scene is the standard henceforth. So we'll see if it's going to expose a lot of players or it is going to actually bring out the best in these gamers going forward. I mean, Chukwuchukwu and Golden Snow, you see them making top 5.
Like I said, I expect someone like Golden Snow to be among the contenders for the RSPL title. His name speaks for himself. Like he calls himself the Iceman, and every time he's on that stage, he shows why he's named that. He shows why he's one of the best in the South, and I expect him to continue from here in the RSPL, and he would love to start that run against Chukwuchukwu.
Well, I know, yes, he's his teammate, he's his fellow bios and brother, but here on out, there is no blood. There is no brother, there is no brozone, there is no from the same village, none of that stuff here in the RSPL. We will be seeing these two guys go at each other in serious determination to get the first 3 points away from each other. But so far so good. What can you say about the FUT scene that you've seen? I mean, you've seen the first game. I know, yes, we saw a lot of Mr. Morale in the first game. In the second, we're about to see the third. Do you think, you know, it's yeah, obviously it's different, right? Plus the 95, plus the 9-minute half. Can you even compare this to the season 1?
No. You know, 95 rated and FUT are entirely different. Here you see a lot of play styles, the finesse and the bruisers and the anticipate from the defenders, but 95 rated was just purely skill, in my opinion. That was mainly skill because every player was equal, and the only difference would probably have been the animations and the players' long legs for the tall players. But I feel FUT, like you said, is the standard. This goes to show this differentiates the good from the better, if I can put it that way, because the good from the best.
Yeah,
you have to be able to twist the mechanics to your favor, and I feel that's what this FUT brings because of all those play styles. You could see the Trickstar Plus. We have not seen the player have them with the Trickstar Plus play style so far, but you get what I mean. The play styles actually come into play, and that's why I feel FUT is tougher and it's better.
Yeah, well, I think it's better actually because I mean this is the standard. But I was just trying to get your feedback from how it is. I mean here in the Rivers State, everybody's so used to 95 rated. You mentioned a tourney, you mentioned a competition, and all that goes to their head is 95 rated. But here on out UTC, and it's quite expensive.
Yeah,
right? I mean, you have to first of all get your own console, or you could rent one, and then coins, your team building up and all of that. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, internet related and all of that. So it goes to show you the work that is put into this. It goes to show you the determination that is put into this serious work behind the scene. That's why I want to give a really big shout out to our sponsors. Game Aid. They have been with us from the beginning, from the inception of the RSL up until now. A big shout out also to 43 Esports, doing this, bringing gaming, professional gaming into Rivers State, and that is what we have been seeing so far. It's actually really enjoyable. I mean, most persons do not, take gaming seriously, especially FC. But right about now, we just saw the concluded, E-World Cup, and we saw the winner, the RVP legend, was just going through the prize pool and seeing the mouth-watering amounts that these guys are putting in their bags just because they are good with controllers. I mean, it is crazy. We also had, people represent us from Nigeria, the best, Farouk and Baji Jr., I think.
Killer Freak and
Adefola, But sadly, they crashed out. But it was good to see Nigeria being represented, in the world scene. You get. But what can you say about the World Cup, the E-World Cup that just concluded? I'm certain that you viewed it, that you watched.
I must say, like I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw an interview to Midi asking Braddock Williams, the E-World Cup commentator. He asked him what was the prize pool for the entire E-World Cup. He said $120 million was the entire prize pool for all the games, like the likes of Valorant, FC. But he said that FC was $1 million, which is actually really, really huge. The winner of the RVP legend who won went home with $250,000. So we could see gaming is actually the next big thing. I think I can't remember what the second position went with, but the third position went with $75,000 and the fourth with $70,000. That just goes to show you how big of a thing it is. I'm talking about the Nigerians who went to represent us there in the E-World Cup. Most of them couldn't get through the last chance qualifiers. The likes of Killer Freak and Farouk, Baji Jr. and Adefola, they all crashed out. But Killer Freak got to the stage where he was able to get home $2,500, and that's something. I must say that's
good money.
That's huge money. It sounds small, but it's huge, and that's something. It's good because now it has opened the eyes of other Nigerian states. This is what gaming can bring to the table. If you know you have the talent, I am capable of doing this. Why don't you just try to make money out of what you love doing? So, it's nice that people actually take gaming seriously now.
I mean, we've seen, the likes of Esports and Game Evo do the most there in Lagos State. I think they also have a competition coming up. The Cage, right? The Cage is coming up ending of this August. I think that's the last week of August. We get to see all kinds of games. I think there's PUBG in there. It's Call of Duty, the FC, I think the FUT scene, the kickoff scene, and also the 95 rated scene. Also, every competition is going to be played in the Cage, and honestly, it is going to be that's literally like the biggest gaming event, if you ask me, in Nigeria.
Yeah, I saw it. I happened to see it on Instagram, and I'm like, this is really, really beautiful. Also, we must also commend the Females Gaming Network. I think they had a female tournament here in Port Harcourt, and it's lovely to see that there are also gamer girls here in Nigeria.
Yeah, there are gamer girls actually in Nigeria. I saw one in PSM and Phoenix. I think their series that was last week, the last 2 weeks. I saw a female gamer. I can't remember her name. It's this Liverpool's. What's it called? This You Never Walk Alone. I can't really remember, but I think that was her initial that she used. But boy, was she good. She's as good as an average gamer. Wow. Better than an average gamer, if I must say. Any guy gamer, I think she would win me.
There's a huge possibility because it's spreading far and wide now, and people are actually putting their eyes into the gaming industry, which is what we love to see, because this is something we usually do for fun.
Yeah, it's not more fun anymore.
It's no more fun now. It's actually a career path to something really, really great. You can see the likes of Anders Vegang, Nicholas. Those are full-time gamers, full-time pros, and that's basically their job
at this point.
And it's something they love doing. So it's.
Imagine something you were taking for fun can actually bring serious bread to your table. Take for instance now, let's come down to Wii. Let's forget about big dollars and all of that. I mean, we just saw Stroker go home a whooping good amount, in Division 2.
Yeah.
And he's here again competing. He can also, this is not somebody I'm going to write off. I mean, he can also, least even if he doesn't win this one, I see him getting something out of the prize pool in the first to third. I see Shuka there.
Yeah, there's of course soccer, his quality. He's yet to be beaten here. He couldn't participate in the Niger Delta Derby. Maybe he would have been beaten then. But this is the first time we are seeing him in the FUT scene. Just imagine what he would do. You already saw what he did with 95 rated, and now we're talking about ultimate teams, all those special cards, all those overpowered cards. Come on, this guy could actually walk this league.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a lot of talk. About to get into the game. Chuku taking on Cold as Snow. Just a little bit of, setting up to do. We will bring to you gameplay proper. Up to you out there tuning in live. I'm sure you know that this is the Rivers Skirmish Pro League Division 2. And yes, this is the season 2. And it has been amazing so far. It has promised to be amazing. Remember, this is going to span across 3 weekends. We are in the first weekend, so we've just got 2 weeks more to do this. And then we get the 5 players who get into the Elite League. And then they compete proper with the big boys. That is going to be the peak of gaming in River State, the Elite League. Make sure to anticipate big time. That will be coming soon to your screens. The public winning prediction is still staring me in the eyes, and I don't seem too good with this 90% over Chukuchuku's 10%. I mean, viewers, if you're watching live, I appreciate you. Please do well to let us know if you are in unison with this public winning prediction, or if you have a different opinion. Do let us know in the comment section. Who do you think is going to steal the win? Who do you think is going to get the first 3 points in their first game? Cold Snow versus Chukuchuku.
As I see a comment here from DBJ Rev saying Chukuchuku might surprise you, and of course we love surprises. We are in for surprises. We would love to see surprises, but come on, man, Cold Snow. This guy has eyes running through his veins every single time he's on that seat. The pressure doesn't get to him. The final game of the RSDL happened to be against Shocker. It was a game that, if a little bit of losses to Shocker, and that could have been the title decider. Cold Snow went 2 goals behind. He was able to score 2 goals in the second half, and the game ended up being a draw. So I feel he's kind of ready. He's prepared for this. Now it's probably like his home turf, because the ultimate team cards, and he would really look to be able to get a win against Chukuchuku. Well, like I said earlier, we will be getting into the action sooner rather than later, but both players are setting up their teams, setting up their squads. Meta formation, every player loves using the 4-4-1-1.
Not anybody use anything different. I mean, there in the World Cup, you are seeing constant 4-4-1-1 or 4-5-1, 4-4-2. But here so far, it's the 4-4-1-1.
Well, in my opinion, I feel the formation, my go-to formation is the 4-4-2. I feel it's better, it's more balanced, and you can't really predict the movements of the 2 forwards. Probably if you play one of the forwards on the false 9. But the 4-4-1-1 isn't bad, but there's a difference from the playmaker role and the false 9 role. The playmaker role can't really go forward at will, but to each their own. They have the way they play, they have their attacking patterns to see how they create those chances and those goals.
Yeah.
Well, Chukuchuku, who I would say was surprising because he started the RSDL pretty well, and he started like with a win, double wins. Then he happened to lose that game against Shocker 3-1. And after that, he lost 5-1 to Larry, and went like 3 games without a win. He lost 3 games in a row. But then again, he was able to just grind out a couple of wins towards the end of the RSDL and get himself into the RSPL. And in the Niger Delta Derby, I feel he performed pretty well
and now he'd look to continue that performance in this RSDL, and it happens to be against the man called Snow, whom they were brothers in arms in the Niger Delta Derby. Now they'll be facing themselves to see who would come out victorious. Cold Snow against Chuku Chuku. You know, this is basically like watching Undertaker and Kane fight themselves back in the day.
Because they are more or less like brothers, right?
Yeah, of course. The brothers of destruction. Once two of them come up against you, they are going to beat you. But now, there were times that they also faced off against themselves, and that's exactly what is happening right here. They're going to face off against themselves, Chuku Chuku and Cold Snow. So do let know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think is coming out on top? What do you think the scoreline is going to be? How many goals do you see being scored in this game? You know, Cold Snow, a goal scoring machine. Do you think Chuku Chuku's defense can stop Cold Snow's attack? And if you think it can't, how many goals do you think Chuku Chuku is going to concede? Let us know in the comments down below. And me and Shaq will be here to interact with you and talk about whatever your predictions are.
Seen a comment here from Chuku Chuku from DJ Revs. He's saying Chuku Chuku might surprise you all, though. I mean, you know, this is somebody that probably have seen what Chuku Chuku can do and knows that Chuku Chuku is full of surprises. I'm seeing a comment here from the Rivers Best, Dexter, saying Chuku Chuku to clutch. I think this is a bit of bias in this because you know, Dexter faced off against Chuku Chuku and Coldest, and I think Coldest clinched a win against Dexter.
Yeah, he did it against Dexter. So I think it's quite obvious why he'll be rooting for Chuku Chuku. And Chuku Chuku too, on the other hand, will be looking to see if he can get that win. He wants that win. He needs the win. Cold Snow too needs the win. So we'll see how it plays out. The draw wouldn't be bad for both opponents, but what's better than a draw is a win.
Seeing a comment here from Chuku Chuku. He's saying, why am I always repeating Chuku Chuku? A comment here from Venom. He's saying, Chuku Chuku, I don't grind you, so make me proud, Venom. See, that's the thing.
That's a name that Venom. You know, it's quite funny because this guy was one of the best in the last. He just completed RSPL. He finished. Where did he finish again? I think it was the bottom half of the RSPL, and Venom is a really, really good player. A player that most people know, and fortunately we've not been able to see much of him ever since the first season of the RSPL. But hopefully we get to see his quality sometime.
Yeah, surely. I mean, currently I think he's not in the States, but surely whenever he comes around, this is his home. This is somewhere where he has been tested times and times over again. So yes, I would love to see his face again. Love to see him here in the RSL. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to dive right into live action. Cold as Snow taking on Chuku Chuku. It's been a long time coming. I mean, here in the season 2 of the Rivers Skirmish Pro League season 2. And yes, you know, it is a 9-minute half, and we will be looking, surely hoping to see a lot of goals from these two. Promises to be entertaining, I assure you. Coldest Snow, the player with the highest goals scored in the Division 2. They just concluded Division 2 and also in the Niger Delta Derby. Here is Coldest Snow in the Dhaka jersey, and Chuku thinking that looks a lot like Brighton's jersey. And Coldest Snow is already trying to get a goal there. See, the pass is being killed already by Coldest. And Chuku has gotten one just before that pause. It was beautiful. I mean, I know I saw a comment there saying this might be a close game. Well, I know you're thinking who decides the public winning predictions, but trust me, it is actually the public viewers' prediction. Very soon we'll send you the link so that you can drop the predictions too. So that will make up for the aggregate public winning prediction. Chuku in the lead, 2 minutes in, and come forward.
Chawinga, I think so. The Chawinga they're actually talking about.
Exactly. Now this is the Chawinga I know. I mean the Chawinga of Lyon. That one was her sister. You asked me, and she's the centre forward. But this, you know, she's a left winger. Luke Bakel to Vicky Lopez, incisive to Luke Bakel. Onachu almost gets one there, body in the way. Onachu now to retrieve. He's still in the box. The big Nigerian striker. Coldest turns it around almost immediately. Not even 10 minutes. We've not hit the 10 minutes mark yet. Coldest equalized and performed the comeback way too easily. Oh my goodness, Chuku almost having his way there with Pina. Here is Coldest. Watching the runs of Chawinga, sends it into a path. Odegaard gives it to Onachu, stopped in his tracks. Claudia Pina to Chouameni. Look back here. Oh my goodness. First time through pass. Giuliano Simeone with a shot. And Czech was able to spot that. Corner kick taken shortly. Davis sends it to Pina. Pina to Lukman, the Nigerian player for Chuku. Chouameni, bodies on the line. And he will take a corner kick.
I must say that first time through ball was a thing of beauty there, and you'd have expected Chuku to bury that.
I must say, Giuliano dribbles effortlessly well. Giuliano to Chouameni. Oh, Chuku levels it. It's 2-2. Exquisite corner kick routine. Wonderful.
Then again, Coldest Snow opting for Paul Onuachu when most players have been using Ademola Lookman. You know, it's quite surprising that he's the starting striker, considering people complain about how heavy he is on the ball and his turns are not that fast.
You ask me, it depends on how pretty well you can use the item. I mean, if the item works for you, fine, go ahead. And here's Onuachu now, sprinting at the face of goal. Onuachu! Oh my goodness! Hold on. At this point, I think Onuachu is going to be taken off before the end of halftime. Who will start chance?
Wow, that was a huge chance to go ahead once again, but
opportunity there.
It wasn't even on target. It was basically just wide of the post.
Oh, what a through pass from Mekano, dealing with that beautifully. Look back here, Fabian. Onuachu now. And incisive, surely to look back here. He's sprinting, look at that pace, look back here to Vicky. Oh, just that extra pass. Vicky Lopez surely could have taken the shot. I think that would have been a goal if he had done that. Look back here again. for Coldest Snow. He seems to have taken control over this game. Hold on, Chuku. Intercepting beautifully well. Lukman. See his idea. Vicky Lopez trying to send that thing to the part of Onuachu, but Vidic, that intercept, that Footies icon Vidic intercept was coming in clutch. Lukman over the head through pass. Look back out. Chomeni, Pina, Giuliano Simeone couldn't find that shot away. Vicky Lopez now for Codes. Surely he will turn defense into attack. Onuachu sends it into the part of Vicky. Through pass was so good. And the goal came out from that attack. Coldest Snow is your god. Is in the lead. It is 3-2. Exciting gameplay from these two.
Really huge goal there, and everything about that goal was a thing of beauty. Right from the pass, you could see the defender stretching his foot to see if he could intercept the ball. Just sliding. Coldest Snow one-on-one with the goalkeeper. That was a tight angle, but he managed to put that in the net.
Here is Coldest again, looking to add one more intercept, coming clutch there for De Jong. Chomeni, Lukman, look back, Alpina, Chuku was just getting his groove on there, but Coldest Snow stopped him. Here is Coldest, Onuachu, the biggest player on the field, sends a decisive to Chawinga, back to Odegaard. Odegaard, can he find Onuachu? Yes, he does. Onuachu can't seem to get a decent shot on target all through this game. Here's Chuku now, looking for a reply to get things level again. Lukman is offside. So far, so good. It's been a good FC gameplay between these two.
Yeah, it's been pretty close, and you could see it from the comments saying this game will be closer than you think. And I think the game has lived up to the expectations. You would have expected that Chuku would probably just let the game just go, but he actually put the game and taking Coldest Snow, making him fight for those goals and see if he can fight for the win as well.
And he's jumping in the box. Almost gets a shot away there. Check coming in clutch to his gloves, just behind that ball. Village Pina doing beautifully well there. Surely an up through pass to Pina will suffice, and yes it does. Pina now sprinting, holds on to her horses. Look back here, Pina, De Jong, Davis. Cycling play beautifully. Oh, Lukman, 1-on-1, Lukman! Chuku gets his equalizer. It is 3-3, 35 minutes. You can see his demeanor. The man is so locked in. I think at this point he should just focus on not going behind again.
Really huge goal there for Chuku, getting himself back into this game, and now Coldest Snow will be trying to fight and see if he can get in the lead once again.
Chawinga twists and turns, gets out of the box, finds Fabian. Here is Mark Pubil. Coldest Snow taking his time with this. He's looking for options. We don't find one in Fabian. Lopez, this offside. Oh, it is. Actually, that was a goal. It was too good to believe, too good to be true. Goodness, what a pass. He just finds spaces in areas you wouldn't expect. Whether there will come through. 40 minutes gone. Who's going to take the lead before halftime? There's offside, certainly. Watch you. Chawinga sprinting down the left-hand side. Couldn't get that final pass into the path. Attacker Pina for Chukwuchukwu. Sends it long. Surely, Pamecano deal with that. Oh my goodness, mistake pass there. Look at Bacquiao. He's got Pina in front of him. She's in an offside position. He recycles possession.
Yeah, at this point, he's just trying to see if Codesno will fall for the beat and press high. But 5 minutes on the clock, just try to
pass.
get behind the defense.
Pina! Oh my God! It just took 3 passes to split apart the defense of Codes. I mean, the up-through pass, the cut back, and the way he found Lukman in the middle.
See if Codesno
It
will
was
fall
just
for the beat
amazing.
and
Look
press
at that.
high. But 5 minutes on the clock, just try to yeah, this just goes to show
1, 2,
defense.
Pina! In the back of the net, just like that.
You could see he went back. He went all the way back to try to reset the ball and see if he could now go forward because he felt everywhere was already clustered with Codesno defending deep. You know, him going back stressed out Codesno's team. You could see the up through ball there. 3 passes and boom. To go.
Well, we are underway in the second half. Chukwuchukwu is in the lead. Remember, he was given a 10% chance of getting a win here. He might just get one more. Chukwuchukwu with a 2-goal advantage, and trust me, that goal was as beautiful as it gets. You can see the smile on his face. He knows he did well with that. He's in a very, very comfortable position. Not so comfortable per se, but I would say he should be proud. He should be proud.
Yeah, he should be proud. Not everyone can boost up taking the game to Codesno. Codesno always happens to like obliterate his opponents. Anybody he faces is always on the receiving end of some heat. But for some reason today, Chukwuchukwu has been the one giving out that hit to Codesno.
Codes has replied almost immediately. Saw that change in there. He brought in Krelf. Krelf surely will in that striker position, I think. Odegaard pouncing upon a misplaced pass. Chukwuchukwu so well to get back possession. It is 5-4 now. Still a lot of time to play for. He's going to still go either way. It's Chukwuchukwu with Giuliano. He cuts back. Oh, that's the most beautiful finesse I have seen all day. My goodness.
Bro,
amazing stuff. Giuliano Simeone. I mean, I did not know this guy had that in his back pocket.
You know, when he did the ball, I was expecting him to just pass into the box. But this guy had other plans in mind and finesse, and the goalkeeper couldn't even move.
Man, that finesse was a beauty. You see finesse shots all the time, but that one, top drawer.
That was a discovery, like they say.
Seen a comment from DBJ Revs. I told you how Chukwuchukwu will cook. 10% trash balls predictions for real. He's cooking. He's defending well. Masterclass, says Joko B8C98. All he needs to do now is to keep the groove on by holding our possession and trying to drag out Codesno. Here's Odegaard. Davis finds Odegaard on the left flank. Odegaard looking for options. Finds Krelf turns, finds Vicky Lopez.
That's not offside.
Could not finesse. Okay, that's offside. Walker, Van Dijk for Chukwuchukwu. He doesn't look to stop. He's still looking to find ways to exploit this defense. Pina to Giuliano Simeone, Upamecano anticipating that perfectly. Look back out, Vicky Lopez. time is ticking. I know it's 62 minutes, but he needs a goal and he needs it quick to get back into this game. Yes, it is! He finds one at the 62nd minute. I told you this is not over. We've seen more than 10 goals at this point. Chuku still has a lot of homework to do.
Then
It's
again,
going to be a fight up until 90 minutes, I assure you.
Then again, the Coder Snow's goal comes from a cut back. There's a way he does those cut backs, and it always happens to land at the exact player, at the feet of the player he wants, and that position, that's basically like Messi, the zone 14 area. Yeah, high chance that's going to be a goal.
And here's Chooks knocking again to see if he can increase his goal tally. Liliana Simeone, Chouameni to Walker. Vicky Lopez finds the oh my goodness! He cannot believe it. How did he miss such a chance? And this miss might be very, very crucial to how this game might end. I mean, you don't waste chances like this, most especially against a player like Codes, who is a converting goal machine. Wow. This has been the most entertaining game for me so far, I must say.
Yeah, it's been really, really entertaining. Both players are not letting each other have a free ride to victory. Coder Snow went behind.
There. Seen a comment from Ismail Hayes said Chuku is known to bottle though at the last moments. He needs to keep his composure and cool now to win this game. Exactly what I've been saying so far. I mean, take the game away from Coder Snow. You're in the lead. Do not play into his mechanics. He's obviously going to try to want to impress. Chuku doesn't even want to balance the game. He's just looking for goals. A through pass. Look back. Oh my goodness! I mean, Peter Cech didn't even dive. Like, he saves that while standing. That is amazing. And disappointing for Codes, because that should have leveled things at this point. I mean, what can I say? Both players missing important chances like this. 74 minutes. It's Navy. Mistake. Pina passes on it, gives it to Chouameni. Oh, a save there by Peter Cech. A low driven would have sufficed there.
He should have given that pass there, and that would have been a sure goal, because that's an empty net. If Harry does play that pass, and they'll be up by 2 goals.
Kawinga on the ball, sends an up through pass into the path of Krauf. Oh, good bruiser there from that footing scarred Virgil.
You know, Chuku is one of the very few players we've seen that uses the up through ball alongside Roland. Most players opt for the ground and through pass, but the up through.
Back here in the box, looking for that cut back again. Was denied. My goodness, what a through pass. Pina, what can she do with this? She's got a player to beat. And the cutback intercepted well. 79 minutes. We've got just 10 minutes of in-game play time. Chuku in possession, knocking at the doors now of Coder Snow's defense. Those doors won't budge. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Pina. Nice intercept there from Pachu. And there's Vicky Lopez now for Codes. Is this offside? Yes, it is. 9 more minutes to play. Can Chuku hold out? It's a slim goal difference here. 1 goal separating these two. Who is going to come out victorious? Day 1 of RSPL Season 2.
You know, this is the Navy times, because mistakes are always bound to happen.
Oh, surely he puts this away. I mean, that part was not needed, but certainly he needed that to confirm.
No. See, I feel he knows he had made the mistake the first time, and this time around he said, you know, I need to give that extra pass. The pass could have easily been intercepted there, but was bound to happen.
Oh, surely he puts this away. I mean, good one for Chukwuchukwu and Coldest. Disappointed. It's going to be a long road. It's just 6 minutes remaining in game time, and there's not much you can do with this to get back 2 goals. Chukwuchukwu doing so well now. I think it's time to rat this football. Knowing the kind of player Codes is, he's going to try as much as possible to hold out possession till the end of this game, and he's doing that so well. Okabakia at the byline now, sends it into the part of Pina. Here is that Joe icon. Kind of piece of 1-2 going down between Codes. Walker just walked into the part of Codes and stole that boy away. Here is Pina now. She's got green lands in front of her. Look at her sprinting towards goal. Pina! Ooh! It's saved. DBJ Revs told y'all 10% my foot. With the finger in front of his mouth to shush everybody who voted for Coldest Snow to win this particular fixture. Chukwuchukwu just does the things that you wouldn't normally do. I mean, who passes the ball with? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first fixture for the day. Coldest Snow against, the third fixture of the day. Coldest against Chukwuchukwu. Coldest, who was outstanding in the Niger Delta Derby, has fallen in his first match here in the RSPL Season 2. Chukwuchukwu grinding out a well-fought win from Coldest. Amazing game.
Yeah, really amazing game, and unexpectedly, Chukwuchukwu went ahead and grabbed the win in this picture, and you could see Coldest Snow kind of disappointed not coming away with the win against Chukwuchukwu, but it's part of the game, and I'm sure Coldest Snow will try to go and reflect and see what he did wrong and be ready for his next opponent. On the other hand, Chukwuchukwu, what a start for him in the RSPL. This is the kind of start any player would want, especially against an opponent like Coldest Snow. He's come out victorious. He got the win, a 7-5 win. 7-5 win, and props to him, GG's to him. On to the next.
GG's was very, very good game for Chukwuchukwu there. And wow, it just does a lot to his morale, if you ask me. It was a good game. A lot of people voted Coldest Snow to get the win, but I could see that man in the comment section there, DBJ Revs, was constantly reiterating that Chooks is not somebody to write off at all. Chooks is somebody that is full of surprises, and he has dished surprises to us today. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you know the next match, Shocker taking on 1A1. That is a game I am so hyped up for.
Definitely a game everyone will be hyped up for. The last time these two guys faced themselves was in the RSDL, and that game happened to end 4-3. A win against Shocker in the final 10 minutes with that Invantoni left-footed finesse into the top corner, and now 1A1 will looking to get his revenge, considering this is an ultimate team.
Well, just before we head into that fixture, we'll see the replays from the previous matches. Do not go anywhere, stick with us. We'll be back in a few. Season 2.
You know, this is the nervy times because mistakes are always bound to happen.
Oh, surely he puts this Vicky Lopez. Time is ticking. I know it's 62 minutes, but he needs a goal and he needs it quick to get back into this game. Yes, it is. He finds one. Oh, beautiful finesse I have seen all day. My goodness.
Bro, trying to see if Coders know will fall for the bait and press high. But 5 minutes on the clock, does try to get behind the defense.
Oh my god! Surely he will turn defense into attack. Or not true. Sends it into the back of PKO. Through pass. Was so good.
Yes. Chuku to bury that.
I must say. Giuliano. Dribbles effortlessly well. Giuliano to Drummond. Chuku levels it. Almost gets one there, body in the way. Onachu now to retrieve. He's still in the box. The big Nigerian striker. Coders turns it in and come forward. It's already trying to get a goal there. The fox is being killed already by Coders. Season 2.
This is the nervy times because mistakes are always bound to happen.
Oh, surely he puts this away. Nicky Lopez. Time is ticking. I know it's 62 minutes, but he needs the goal and he needs it quick to get back into this game. Yes, it is. He finds one. Oh, that's the most beautiful finesse I have seen all day. My goodness.
Bro. Trying to see if Coders know will fall for the bait and press high. But 5 minutes on the clock, does try to get behind the defense.
Oh my god! Surely he will turn defense into attack. Or not true. Sends it into the back of PKO. Through pass. Was so good.
Chuku to bury that.
I must say. Giuliano. Dribbles effortlessly well. Giuliano to Drummond. Chuku levels it. Almost gets one there, body in the way. Onachu now to retrieve. He's still in the box. The big Nigerian striker. Coders turns it in and come forward. It's already trying to get a goal there. The boss is being killed already by Coders. Season 2.
This is the nervy times because mistakes are always bound to happen.
Oh, surely he puts this away. Nicky Lopez. Time is ticking. I know it's 62 minutes, but he needs a goal and he needs it quick to get back into this game. Yes, it is. He finds one.
Hi, my name is 1A1 and I'm a pro player. I'm currently playing in the State League, the Rivers Skirmish Elite League. This is the season 2 of the State League. It was one of the most intense competitions I've played. I've not played a lot of competitions, but that's like the first time I'm actually going to the pro scene. And it was filled with a lot of drama and tension. Coming out of the State Division 2 was hectic. What can I say? It's the life of a pro player. The State League has 3 divisions, the lowest being the Division 2, the RSDL, which was just concluded. After that, we move on to the Pro League. Then only the pro players are allowed to play there. Move to the Elite League, where the toughest of the toughest compete and battle for the title. That being the best in Rivers State. And only one person can have that title. That's the main goal. That's what we are battling for. The top spot, being the best in Rivers State. And yeah, I'm going for that title. I'm looking forward to playing Shoka and Mr. Morale. I'd like to play them again. They are actually top-notch players. And I would like to beat them this time in the RSPL. Yes, I know I'll definitely make it to the Elite League. But that is not even my concern now. My concern is winning the league. I'm trying to go unbeaten like Shoka did. Farouk Mansour. And watch my gameplay. I try to copy him a lot. I learn a lot of things from him. So it's actually someone I admire a lot in the FC. Mansour is like my role model in this game. But to the young gamers, my advice to them would be to just stick to what they are good at. Because if you come to the pro scene and you're not playing at your best, you get a lot of advice from people to stop this, stop that, or do this, do that. Different places, different advice. But just stick to what you know, perfect it, and you get better in time. Tune into 43 Esports on Saturdays and Sundays Saturdays being 10 a.m. and Sundays being 2 p.m. Until then, bye. Hi, my name is 1A1 and I'm a pro player. I'm currently playing in the State League, the Rivers Skirmish Elite League. This is the season 2 of the State League. It was one of the most intense competitions I've played. I've not played a lot of competitions, but that's like the first time I'm actually going to the pro scene. And it was filled with a lot of drama and tension. Coming out of the State Division 2 was hectic. What can I say? It's the life of a pro player. The State League has 3 divisions, the lowest being the Division 2, the RSDL, which was just concluded. After that, we move on to the Pro League. Then only the pro players are allowed to play there. Move to the Elite League, where the toughest of the toughest compete and battle for the title. That being the best in Rivers State. And only one person can have that title. That's the main goal. That's what we are battling for. The top spot, being the best in Rivers State. And yeah, I'm going for that title. I'm looking forward to playing Shocker and Mr. Morale. I'd like to play them again. They are actually top-notch players. I would like to beat them this time in the RSPL. Yes, I know I'll definitely make it to the Elite League. But that is not even my concern now. My concern is winning the league. I'm trying to go unbeaten like Shocker did. Farouk Mansour. I watch my gameplay. I try to copy him a lot. I learn a lot of things from him. So it's actually someone I admire a lot in the FC. Mansour is like my role model in this game. But to the young gamers, my advice to them would be to just stick to what they are good at. Because if you come to the pro scene and you're not playing at your best, you get a lot of advice from people. Stop this, stop that, or do this, do that. Different places, different advice. But just stick to what you know. Perfect it. You get better in time. Tune in to 43 Esports on Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays being 10 a.m. and Sundays being 2 p.m. Until then, bye. Hi, my name is 1A1 and I'm a pro player. I'm currently playing in the State League, the Rivers Skirmish Elite League. This is the season 2 of the State League. It was one of the most intense competitions I've played. I've not played a lot of competitions, but that's like the first time I'm actually going to the pro scene. And it was filled with a lot of drama and tension. Coming out of the State Division 2 was hectic. What can I say? It's the life of a pro player. The State League has 3 divisions, the lowest being the Division 2, the RSDL, which was just concluded. After that, we move on to the Pro League. Then only the pro players are allowed to play there. Move to the Elite League, where the toughest of the toughest compete and battle for the title. That being the best in Rivers State. And only one person can have that title. That's the main goal. That's what we are battling for. The top spot, being the best in Rivers State. And yeah, I'm going for that title. I'm looking forward to playing Shocker and Mr. Morale. I'd like to play them again. They are actually top-notch players. I would like to beat them this time in the RSPL. Yes, I know I'll definitely make it to the Elite League. But that is not even my concern now. My concern is winning the league. I'm trying to go unbeaten like Shocker did. Farouk Mansour. I watch my gameplay. I try to copy him a lot. I learn a lot of things from him. So it's actually someone I admire a lot in the FC. Mansour is like my role model in this game. But to the young gamers, my advice to them would be to just stick to what they are good at. Because if you come to the pro scene and you're not playing at your best, you get a lot of advice from people. Stop this, stop that, or do this, do that. Different places, different advice. But just stick to what you know. Perfect it. You get better in time. Tune in to 43 Esports on Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays being 10 a.m. and Sundays being 2 p.m. Until then, bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to witness greatness. The best player of the Division 2, Shocker, who came out as the rising star of the Division 2, promoted into the Pro Leagues. Here's a look at Shocker's draft as he takes on 1-1. In goal, we have Game of the Greats icon Casillas. We have Gabriel and Van Dijk Glory Hunter cards there. The left back and the right back, Araujo and Davis. In the midfield, there's that Nigerian item, Lukman. And the midfield, Granit Xhaka, Summer Stars. I've been looking for this player, Granit Xhaka. And there's Joe Bellingham also in the midfield. And up front, the player I have been so looking forward to, Kika Nazareth. On the left-hand side, he's got let's see that. What's that?
Maybe FIFA.
Okay, and Luka Bacchio. And he's got a good lot in his bench actually. Chawinga, team of the season's Chawinga, road to finals, Vicky Lopez, team of the season's Saliba, Summer Stars, Chouameni, great of the game icon Matthias, Saibari, and wow, this squad is stacked, I must say. 1A1's draft. There's one Garcia. I think this. I don't know this card. But in the defense, there's Gabriel and Stones. And on the right back, we have Stanisic. Left, we have Manchester United Togo. That's the footies card. On the midfield, we have Foden, Joe Bellingham again, and De Jong. The left and right, we've got Chawinga. I think this is the other sister Chawinga, and Lukman.
I feel it's just a different Chawinga card, but I can't really be sure. I think this is a footies card.
Is that a footies look? I mean, she took off her hair in the footies, you think?
Really?
But we can't say for sure. Well, the state ranking, as you can see, Shoka is ranked 6th, while 1A1 is ranked 8th position. Public winning prediction gives it to Shoka at 60% and gives it to 1A1 at 40%. What do you think about this, Imsas?
The last time out when both players faced themselves, it was a really close game, and Shoka needed the last minute goal to grab the win. So you could understand why the public is opting for Shoka having a 60% chance to win this game against 1A1. But then again, this is a different 1A1. This is the ultimate team 1A1 we're about to witness. So we just hope that it gives us the showdown that we expect, because it is basically, you could actually call it the match of the day.
Yeah. I mean, but we've not seen the FUT scene for these guys. 1A1, who had the chance to represent Rivers State, was not chosen as a wild card for the NDD. And Shoka, who most people thought they would see in the Niger Delta series, he couldn't participate because he is of Delta State origins. So yes, we're actually looking into that. The Rivers State and the Bayelsa, in the Niger Delta derby, Delta State will be coming into the mix very, very soon. And I'm very, very certain that Shoka is going to represent his state for the Niger Delta derby when Delta enters into the mix. So for the game today between these two, Shoka taking on 1A1, just like you said, in the Division 2, where these two were going head to head, trying to see if they can get a win out of the other. Shoka came out victorious. He needed a dying minute win. I think that was Tony or Rashford who delivered that deathly blow there to 1A1. I mean, 1A1 put up a very, very exciting gameplay. He was amazing in the Division 2, but hey, that's in the past now. I mean, 95 series, totally different from what we are going to witness here today. What can you say about these two going into the FUT scene? I mean, I just want to know your take on them. Oh wow, finally we're seeing coaches beside these players. Here is Shoka with his coach, I didn't really get his name, and 1A1 also with the coach beside him. It's really good. I mean, for me, I think these are the guys that get it. These are the guys that knows what it means to have somebody that is, technical beside them.
Yeah, definitely. These are next level. These are, you could say, they are semi-pros on the way to being pro level players, so obviously
pro level players already. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, they are pro level
Yeah.
players. But so they know some things where you're playing, where you're distracted, trying to find out all those runs on the pitch. There's some things you're going to be lacking, and you need someone to be there to point you out to that. And that's why they brought the coaches to them. And it's going to be a really, really tough game. Soccer against 1A1. So two guys that last time out they gave us a really, really good showdown, and now we'll be expecting that they do the same. And may the best man win.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are into the gameplay proper. Shocker taking on 1A1. Remember last time these two met was in the Division 2. They are meeting themselves again here in the Rivers Skirmish Pro League Season 2. Surely these two guys will be looking to get into the top 5. At least that's the least requirements for their campaign so far in this Season 2 of the Pro League. Their least objective is make top 5, at least get into the elite, don't you think?
Yeah, they should definitely be making top 5. These are two really, really quality players who they both into the top 3 in the RSDL, and anything less than top 5 will be kind of a disappointment for both of them.
Well, there you have it. Shocker is in the white and blue attire, while 1A1 is in the white and black. Oh my goodness, a chance! Oh. Shocker has immediately put a stain in 1A1's shirt. 1A1 is in the white.
He got the ball back twice.
Oh my goodness, a
and
chance!
he gave it away once again, and this time around Shocker was merciful enough to give it back to him.
Press was something 1A1 couldn't handle there in the box. Oh, wow, we are in for a lot. If you can get a goal in the second minute in game time, I mean, we have a lot on our plate to eat. Sit tight, ladies and gentlemen. It might just be game of the day. Here is 1A1 looking to reply almost immediately. De Jong at the edge of the box finds Chawinga. Lingham. Chawinga again to Foden. He's just trying to find Pina there in the box, but was intercepted cleanly. Shocker now trying to launch out an attack. Ooh. Takes it back. He's being calm on the ball. Look back here to Saka. This card will be very, very pivotal for him. Foden. Pina for 1A1. And here is Job Bellingham. Foden again. Gets it to Chawinga in the path of Pina, but Gabriel does the job effortlessly.
Yeah, it's quite sad 1A1 went behind so early in the game, and now he has to be chasing the game. But you could see the quality is still there.
Oh my goodness, the strength of Luka Pacquiao to pull away from the left back of our 1A1 guiding that ball there. Oh, this could be a goal. Lookman header gone wrong. DBJ ref says 1A1 might run away with the win here. He's really good. Yes, he is really, really good, but he's facing also a really, really good player in Shocker. Remember, Shocker is unbeaten so far as RSL is concerned. From the group stages of the Division 2 into the Division 2 proper, and now in the Skirmish Pro League Season 2. Shocker has not lost a game. You heard me right. He has not lost a game. Pfeiffer now with the ball for Shocker. Davis cycling the ball. He's in his own half. Feels very, very comfortable passing it around. It's about to get a little bit risky if he's going forward. Job Pfeiffer watching the runs of Luke Wan. Intercepted by De Jong. I think that's a very, very incredible play style for De Jong. That intercept. I think he's done that twice now in this game. 15 minutes gone. Shocker is still in the lead. Thought we'd see a lot of goals, but these two are very, very technical with the way they play. They defend well, they score well. Oh my goodness, a chance for Lukman to bury this. Ladies and gentlemen, Shocker, as usual, sending shockwaves down the veins of 1-1. Score well. Just look at that. That defense. A chance for Lukman to bury the 2-0. Shocker in the advantage. 17 minutes, still a lot of time to play for. 1 or 2 changes, surely. 1-1 now must do something. It's team management, not just gelling properly for him at this point. If Shocker gets another goal again, it's going to be a headache. I don't see ways in which 1-1 scores at this point and Shocker doesn't reply. Here is Pina sprinting towards goal. He's got Gabriel beside him, goes for the near post finish. Keeper punches it out for a corner kick. 1-1 goes long. Look at that knockdown. Pina takes a shot. Casillas puts his gloves behind that attempt. Gabriel, Pina trying to find Chawinga in the box.
I think Shocker has managed the game pretty well. The fact that he's in the lead, but he's not letting those gaps in behind the defense, and when he's on the attack, he tries as much as possible to be so perfect, and every pass should be inch perfect so that he doesn't happen to lose the ball.
Good pass. Chawinga now in space. Look at that. And Raul sprinting perfectly well to get to the ball first before Chawinga. Mistake here, gifts 1-1 the ball. And here is Job. Lukman. Intercept. Look back here. One of the goal scorers for the day for Shocker. Lukman again. That's offside, most definitely. Spotted that run a little bit too late.
Well, I feel you could see the idea there. That guy being onside, that would have been a really, really nasty first time through pass there from Shocker. But unfortunately, it was an inch late.
1-1. Something from him. There is Dogu. Chawinga sends it back to Pina. If she can call this well, she does. Pina. Claudio. Something very, very important for 1-1. He has been trying all day to get the ball into her path. Look at that long pass there. Pass to Pina. If she can call it, immediately she was comfortable. Turned and sent that into the top right corner.
The way she turns her body there to get that shot of is that possible in real time?
It's 2-1. 1-1 finding his groove suddenly. Here is Pina now for 1-1. Intercepts plus there for Job. Coming in good. Here is Job again. Lukman. Shocker taking his time. Here is Shaka looking for that incisive pass to split this defense open. Divine Shadows, the fan of Shocker, we see calling him Chocadinho. Adding that Brazilian flair to Shocker. 33 minutes. 1-1. We've not seen a lot of that. Okay, I'm seeing it now. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Oh, off the post. I was so unlucky there for 1-1.
Oh, the build-up play to that shot was just fantastic.
Yeah, I must say it was good.
I feel he's a bit more settled now, and you can see it from the passes. Almost every pass is just getting to the expected player, but finishing wise, it's not because
commentator's cross coming in there. I mean, the moment you said every pass coming in perfect, it's played an imperfect pass. Stanisic, good defense. Pina. 1-1, moving slowly at this point. So, chance. Can he find Pina? In an offside position, he opted for Chawinga, but she was close marked. 1-1 needs to track the runs of this player as well now. He fought. Oh! Good one. Good sliding tackle there from Stanisic. They were almost at halftime, and Shocker still in the lead. This game seems a little bit balanced, but I'll still tip Shocker here because he has been the most confident player so far. 1-1, not getting his passes on point as he should. Here is Shocker now, looking to get one just before halftime. Look back here. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Job! It's in! 31! And Shocker gets a 2-goal cushion. Very, very much deserved. He has been the better player so far in the first half.
Yeah, for all 1-1's brilliance, after he got the first goal, it's been undone by just a couple of passes by Shocker. And again, 1-1, 2 goals behind. And it's still a long way for him. He needs to take his inners and see if he can grind out something to get away something from this game at this point.
But 1-1 is back to square one. He was down 2 goals earlier in this game, grinded out a goal to make it 2-1. But now he is in a 2-goal deficit. That is the end of the first half between these two. Shocker taking on 1-1. We hope to see these changes being made for the start of second half. 1-1 for one has to go into team management.
I feel that's why he has the coach there. The coach will tell him what he did wrong, things that he's missing out on, where the mistakes, probably the passes that he's making a bit too early or the ones he's making a bit too late. So in the second half, you hope that he can get in better and see maybe get an early goal, and then from then on out, maybe game on.
Well, I'll give props to Shocker. He's been playing amazingly well. I mean, he hasn't even dropped form right from the Division 2, entering into the FUTC. You see that this is somewhere he's also comfortable in. Coming the 95 rated, he's ready for you. Coming to the FUTC, he is also ready for you. And 1-1 being the player that everybody is scared of because of his his experience in the UT scene. I mean, if he's been put away this easily by Shocker, then my goodness, this league is probably in Shocker's hands.
Well, we still have the likes of Coder Snow still locking. He lost his first game, but I feel he'll be able to bounce back. So it's not really a Shocker team or a Shocker league just yet. We still have a lot of fine players, so wait to see that.
Okay, I'm just going to wait till after second half to blow the horns for Shocker at this point. Because 1-1 have something for us. Got Nazareth now. Sends it to Vicky Lopez. There's not enough power behind that. (1-1). There's still Lukman in the business for 1-1. He hasn't changed off his Nigerian player to that pass. (1-1) has cued a pause. Surely now he'll be looking to switch things up, bring in a few fresh legs. He'll be looking to get the goal at least before oh, what a pass. Pfeiffer gets to it.
Oh.
And a mistake. Kicker who bury. Oh, what a save. Garcia getting his hands to that shot. Surely now 1-1 is in his team management, doing 1 or 2 tweaks. He can't be giving the ball away like that. Corner kick now for Shocker. Here is Joe. Shocker still in possession. Davis taking the ball into his own half. Tightly in possession. Davis looking for that option. There's a pass there. He sees it. Kika Nazareth in space. Garcia again is frustrated and tired of having to save and save and save again. You know, Shocker was just looking for that space and he really found it. It's just what he does. Drags all your players to one spot. 1-1. I would say in terms of technical battles in this fixture, 1-1 is losing.
Yeah, he's getting remote by Shocker at this point because this is not the 1-1 that you'd have expected coming into this matchup, but unfortunately, the 1-1 we expected to see hasn't arrived so far in this game. Shocker has the upper hand, and you could see the glimpses of brilliance from 1-1, but it's not just clicking yet.
Time is running out. I know it's a 9 minutes half, but Shocker has seemed to be in full control of this game. And the sooner 1-1 breaks that control, the better for him. I think the next goal is crucial. Very crucial.
Yeah, whoever gets the next goal, is wraps. If Shocker gets the next goal, 1-1 can just call it quits.
Ika trying to find Chawinga there. Whole lot of females in this attack for Shocker. It's Pfeiffer, there's Kika Nazareth, there's Vicky Lopez. And also there's Chawinga. Young, Popina, 1-1, looking for space, finds it in De Jong, hesitates. That shot is blocked. Counter-attack opportunity now for Shocker. He sends it into the path of Pfeiffer. Couldn't find that cut back there. 64 minutes in game time gone. Pina to Joe. He's looking for that in behind runner. Pina to Chawinga. She's in the box. Surely a good cutback will bring a goal. 1-1. It's a headache to find the final pass. Surely if he gets a goal, this game turns around. And if Shocker gets that goal, then it's just like you said, Himsas, he could look and curtains, that's offside. The next and final match of the day, Bright versus Boral. Seeing a comment from Joshua Daniel. Shocker win too sure. These are Shocker stands. Vicky Lopez into the path of Chawinga in the box. She finds Kika Nazareth. Kika! Garcia to the rescue again. Garcia has been 1-1's best player on the pitch. This could have easily been 5 goals now for Shocker.
Yeah, it's quite surprising that 1-1's best player is the goalkeeper.
Save again. Garcia being called into action again. The pressure to go 3 goals comfortable is mounting on 1-1. Here is Pina. Doesn't have a lot of options in front of him. De Jong, the players are starting to come out. Job! 1-1 has gotten that much hard-fought second goal. It is 3-2 now. You can see his coach talking to him. Here is Pina. Doesn't have a lot of options in front of him. To De Jong, the players are starting to come out. Job!
Oh, what was that defender doing, man?
No, man. Shot turned off, sleeping, I guess. 73 minutes. Who is going to have the final say? Here is 1-1, Chawinga. Oh my goodness. 1-1 has gifted Shocker possession. Surely he will bounce on that. Job. Intercept coming from the other Job in the other squad. Jong. To Job. Oh, beautiful. Finds harder. Oh, with a hand to that attempt. Pushes it out for a corner kick. 1-1. Beginning to look like himself. He takes his shot. Holding. Sends it all the way back. Job. And this Job item has been wonderful. I mean, for the two squads so far. He's cheap and he does the job well. Cheaper than his brother. Here's Gabriel. Surely that's not his territory. 78 minutes. The nerves now. Wonder ball cleanly and won it again. Holding for 1-1. He just needs. This is where we see who is pro. 9 minutes. Can you hold your nerves? Shocker is good at doing that. Taking it slow now. And he has run into a problem there. Possession now with 1-1. 81 minutes. Time trickling down. Pina. Look at that player along there. Finds De Jong. De Jong is clustered with a lot of players. And Gabriel there with the bruiser. Just putting him out of possession there. Counter-attack opportunity. Chawinga. Sends that into the path of 1-1's player. 1-1 now in possession. Pina to Hada. He has been amazing coming on so far for 1-1. Oh, and my goodness, 1-1 has. It's just these little mistakes. I don't know if it's the nerves or something. I think he was trying to borrow.
I'm lost for words actually, because that attack was probably going to produce something special for him, but he just happened to.
86 minutes. Time is not on 1-1 side. Shocker doesn't mind holding our possession to the end of this game. At this point, a mistake from Shocker now can give 1-1 an opportunity. 1-1 applying the team press. Shocker knowing fully well that is what he is doing, trying his best to hold our possession to the end of this game. It's 1-1. Oh my goodness! That was a golden opportunity. I think he just rushed it.
This guy might have the best team press I've seen live, because.
But there's still a chance. Harder now. Pina. Harder again. See a lot of shots cancelled. Pina outside. You can see the Divino on Shocker's face. He knows big time that he has messed up. And 1-1, outstanding performance. I mean, he kept on pressing and pressing and pressing up until the last minutes. He missed the golden opportunity, but he didn't let that deter him off the mission, which is to get an equalizer. And finally, somewhere, somehow, 1-1 clinches that 1 point that is so important for him. Starting his campaign here in the Rivers Skirmish Pro League Season 2. And once again, 1-1 has put on a masterclass of clinching points in the dying minutes of the game. Disappointment. That is all it is for Shocker.
Yeah, you could see there once he tried to game manage and 1-1. It just reminded me of the game against Machala last time out in the RSDL, where Machala was up by 1 goal and he decided to try to just waste time at the back, 1-1, put on his team press and was able to get the ball. And that's exactly what happened here again. Shoka trying to just see if he can see out the game, but 1-1's team press, and the way he does it, you could see 4 players rush out to put pressure on the defenders. Shoka falling for that, and 1-1. You know, a couple of passes, and he needed that clear chance. You could see the final pass there from Chawinga to the goal scorer, making sure that the player was 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. And of course, there was only one result, 1-1, getting the 3rd goal and getting the equalizer for that game.
I mean, GG's from these guys. GG's. This is what pro gaming looks like. I mean, amazing stuff. Shoka is distraught. I mean, he thought he had this one in the bag. It wasn't an easy game, I must say. It wasn't an easy game. 1-1, a formidable opponent every day, every time. And we have the first draw of the day. What a game.
Yeah, what a game it was. What a game. A beautiful matchup from 2 great players. And they showed that quality all over the pitch today. 1-1 going 2 goals behind, but that didn't stop him. He kept pushing and pushing. And in the end, he got results for all his pressure.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the 4th game. 1-1 against Shoka ended in a 3-3 draw. The 4th game for the day. As we head into the final game for the day. Bright taking on Mr. Morale. Wow. I mean, my adrenaline from the last game hasn't even calmed down yet. Next game, Bright against Morale. I mean, Bright, this is his first time also on the FUT scene. Good gamer, I must say. Mr. Morale has had the opportunity of facing both of these players in the same day. Bright and Roland, who are new into the FUT scene. And Mr. Morale has already packed up a good 6 points for the day. He might just steal another. You know what it means? Do you know what that will do to him going 9 points up? I mean, he's got the fans on his side. He's got the fans also in the studio. Mr. Morale is the player that has the most fans every day in the studio. I mean, the girls, the guys, everybody cheering on for him. It's a good thing to see. I mean, one thing is about being a pro gamer, and one thing also is about being an influencer. I mean, being in the spotlights alone like this, you're on your road to being a celeb.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Morale for actually putting up performances which will make his fans happy, considering in the RSDL a lot of his fans were really disappointed, PJ included, who sometimes was like, man, this guy is the one who put me through in this gaming stuff, but the kind of performances you're putting up have been quite disappointing. But so far he's in fine form, starting off with 2 out of 2 wins, and we're looking to make it 3.
Well, I mean, let's just analyze the game, the final game for the day. Bright taking on Morale. We can see in the Rivers State rankings, Bright is ranked 12th, and Mr. Morale is ranked 14th. I think after the RSPL, this is going to change. I can see the rankings are still based off the performance in the Division 2, right? The 95 rated scene, but that is different. I mean, we are in the FUT scene right about now. Public winning prediction, surely now they are going to give it to Mr. Morale. 60% public winning prediction as to Bright's 40% public winning prediction. What can you say about it?
I'm not surprised, considering Mr. Morale has won 2 out of 2 games today, and not just against any kind of opponent. El Dorado was a blowout, and Roland. So now you would expect that, yes, since he's on a winning streak, he should continue, and I feel the public agrees with that. Coming to this game against Bright, Mr. Morale, the guy who put up fine performances in the Niger Delta Derby 2 weeks ago, now with that same kind of groove in the RSPL this season, we're looking to continue with that. So I think I kind of understand the public.
Well, you opting for Bright to give Mr. Morale a hiccup in his party today, or Mr. Morale taking 3 out of 3 wins in a day. I think he will be the first player to do that in the RSL. 3 wins in a row in a league match day.
Yeah, he will be the first. Remember when he actually won 3 games in a row in the RSDL, but he drew his first game. He happened to win 3 in a match day. So Mr. Morale will actually be the second player to win 3 games in a match day. But talking about starting your first 3 games in a match day, he is the first player to. If he goes on to win this game, he'll be the first player to win his first 3 games in a match day.
But that will be an amazing feat for him to pull off, and one he can certainly be proud of every day, every time. Mr. Morale against Bright. If Mr. Morale does this, I mean, he's top of the table, 9 points. That is a beautiful, beautiful position to be in. The dream position for for anybody right now in the Pro League to be in, I must say. I mean, we've had a look at Mr. Morale's, squad. He's played twice, so we've seen what his squad has to offer. We've not seen Bright at this point, so we'll see that soon, and we'll analyze the squad for Bright. But I don't know why I feel it's going to be a little bit similar with what we saw with Roland. I mean, 2 of them, they think alike, they play alike. They're basically, they're not literally brothers, but they move like they are brothers. So I don't think there will be much difference from what Bright will have to offer and what Roland will offer. Team Bright and Roland, who do you think is the better of the two?
That's a really, really tricky question. I'm considering Bright is the kind of player that likes to have possession, likes to take things slowly. Roland, the kind of guy that works best with chaos. I feel Roland's gameplay would have actually taken him further than Bright, because Bright is almost similar to Eldorado. They might see obvious passes and don't decide to wait a bit, not take that risk. Or Roland, he's a risk taker. You could see it from his gameplay. So that's why I'll edge it to Roland.
Well, I'm looking at Bright's drafts at this point, and like I said earlier, it's looking a lot similar like what Roland, dished out to us. In goal, we see Gil, Summer Stars Gil, and I can see Summer Stars, Upamecano, and Araujo in the centre back's position, O'Reilly on the left back, Pobeo on the right, Quinones, which was also in Roland's draft, is on the left attacking side for Bright. On the right we have Luka Bacchio, and in the midfield we've got Anderson, Chouameni and Saibari in that midfield. Saibari is mostly used as a centre forward, a striker, but he's opting for him in the camp position. I don't know if that might change, probably in the course of the game. And up front we have this player again, who I don't seem to know her name. That name is a little bit hard to pronounce. I wish I could see his bench. I'm really sure he's got Nigerian players seated in the bench. I don't know who that is. My biggest guess is that will be probably Onuachu or Simeon or Lukman. I've not seen anybody use Ajibade. I mean, Ajibade is actually a card that's, especially her knockout royalty card, that card is sweet. Everybody to whatever it is that favors them, right? Here's Mr. Morale's draft. Yes, we've seen a lot of this. We've seen it twice today. We see Claudia Pena in the bench. We know definitely she's going to be in the starting lineup. He has made a habit of bringing in Bruno Fernandes and Chouameni off the bench. You can see that, or we've known now that he's starting 2 center midfields are always the icon cards, the Matthias and Vieira icon cards, and on the left and the right, Inaki Williams and Rashford cry off in the attack. In the back he has Torre and Koulibaly, Davis and Pobel at the left back and the right back. It's a good one. So I think it's just going to tweak a few things, and that's pretty much what it is going to be for Mr. Morale. What can you say about the drafts of these two players so far?
Mr. Morale, the draft, it's been working for him. The first game he had, he opted with Prof as center forward, but he decided to make a change in the next game against El Dorado and switch to Claudia Pina. And I'm sure in this game now he'll be switching to Claudia Pina once again. Another card that happens to be on his bench, which we've not really seen much from, is Andres Iniesta. There, you would have expected that maybe give him some game time. Maybe he could come in for Ademola Lookman this picture, but that all depends on the game state.
Well, on your screens is the score lines for the day, match day 1, RSPL season 2. The first game of the day, we saw Mr. Morale take on Roland in a game which was highly predicted in Mr. Morale's favor, and yes, he did not falter in that. He got a 7-4 win against Roland. Mr. Morale also faced off against his arch enemy El Dorado. This is somebody who head-to-head 1-1, and they were looking to see who was going to go ahead in their head-to-head series, and Mr. Morale surely had his foot in front, decimating El Dorado there, 9-4. The third game of the day, we saw Code Snow face off against Chukuchuku, his fellow Bayel San. These guys were teammates in the Niger Delta Derby. Code Snow was outstanding there. Chukuchuku also, but Code Snow stole all the spotlight. And here in the season 2 of the RSPL, Code Snow has lost his first game against Chukuchuku. That game ended in Chukuchuku's favor, 7-5. And the biggest game of the day, Shocker, who was the undisputed champion, unbeaten of the Division 2, going up against 1A1. It was nervy up until the end there. 1A1 stealing a point away from Shocker. Disappointment on Shocker's face. That image is just instilled in my memory. It was the 3-all, and the last game for the day, Bright taking on Mr. Morale, which we will witness in a few. Before we head into gameplay proper, we'll just give you a match recap of the game against Shocker and 1A1. Do not go anywhere. When we're back, we'll head into the game, Bright against Mr. Morale. Stay tuned. 1A1. Here is Pina. Doesn't have a lot of options in front of him. De Jong, the players are starting to come out. Jump! One just before halftime. Look at back here. Oh my goodness, what a pass! Jump! It's in! Something from him. There is Dogu. Chawinga sends it back to Pina. If she can call this well, she does. Defend well, they score well. Oh my goodness, a chance for Lukman to bury this. And blue attire. Why 1A1? It's on the white and black. Oh my goodness, a chance. Oh. Season 2.
This is the nervy times because mistakes are always bound to happen.
Oh, surely he puts this. Season 2.
This is the nervy times because mistakes are always bound to happen.
Oh, surely he puts this. 1A1. Here is Pina. Doesn't have a lot of options in front of him. De Jong, the players are starting to come out. Jump! One just before halftime. Look at back here. Oh my goodness, what a pass. Jump! It's in! Something from him. There is Dogu. Chawinga sends it back to Pina. If she can call this well, she does. They defend well, they score well. Oh my goodness, a chance for Lukman to bury this. And blue attire. Why 1A1? It's on the white and black. Oh my goodness, a chance. Oh. Season 2.
This is the nervy times because mistakes are always bound to happen.
Oh, surely he puts this. Season 2.
This is the nervy times because mistakes are always bound to happen.
Oh, surely he puts this. 1A1. Here is Pina. Doesn't have a lot of options in front of him. The young players are starting to come out. Jump! One just before